Hey, good morning, afternoon, evening, good time zone. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Today we are playing more NIKKE Gossip Victory. We have a lot to go through still. Planning to do chapter 46, or at least as far as we can get with chapter 46 within about 4 hours, I'd say. Because this chapter is twice as long as the previous chapter, so I might have to cut it up into 2 parts. I'm not gonna stay up until like 2 AM just to finish it off. Unless. Aside from that, we're also doing Neon polls. You know how the Annis polls went? I expect horrible, god-forsaken luck for Neon. I'm praying, but my hopes aren't high. I need retribution after what happened last time with my dream luck. Aside from that, updates for next week, there are none because I don't know what the hell's happening next week. There's gonna be more NIKKE, that's a given, because finishing off chapter 46 if we don't finish it today, as well as the event that's currently happening for Annis. Aside from that, apparently I'm being dragged into something Thursday. In terms of the other days, not sure yet. Random update for those who want to see me off stream, because I got dragged into a DVD tournament. I was not expecting to get dragged into one, and it's apparently going to be happening on a weekend, so I'm not going to be streaming the tournament, but other people are that are on my team. So if you want to check that out, apparently it's going to be on the 16th and 17th at 5 AM my time, I think was what I was told. So if you want to catch one of my teammates probably streaming it, it's going to be on most likely the Saturday. But I'm not going to be streaming it myself. For other random events happening, nothing else is set in stone, but that one I got dragged into. So fun little off-stream thing that's happening there. Aside from that, anything else I should mention? I was busier than expected this week in terms of setting up other stuff, so the Discord will be up next week. I don't know what I was doing at shit AM this week, but apparently I was busy and lost track of time. Mostly done though, so that'll be up next week. But anything else I should mention? I don't think so. Let's head into the game because we are already tight on time. Hello, Heavyweight. Ignore the patch notes. Ignore the patch notes. There's nothing in my inventory that we need to blast through, because we already blasted through everything last time. We're gonna start off with the pulse and hope we get something. I don't want to go broke today. What's the volume doing? Volume, I think the volume can be a little higher. That's better. I am manifesting through my patch notes to get Neon. Do we have any friendship pulls we need to get through first? Yes, we do. We have a 10 pull. Let's get rid of the bad pulls. We need to cleanse the bad pulls out. Two rapids, I'll take that. We'll save these for after, because we don't know what we're gonna get on the banner. We got our free pulls to do. Don't sleep on your free pulls, you never know. Though you kinda expect blue. Okay. A purple maybe? I'm not asking for much. Nah, just a blue. Okay, we are pulling for Neon Vision Eye. No one's gonna call her that. She's Neon, as self-proclaimed. Apparently one of the most cracked electric units in the game right now, so if you are newer or don't know who the hell you're pulling for, the current banner units are pretty good, and this is SSS rank across the board, one of the best burst ones in the game. And she works really well with Neon Vision Eye, who is one of the highest damage dealers for electric units. So if you want to do full counters team, that is a completely overpowered team that you can take into endgame. And hopefully we get one of her today. First temple. For some reason my own volume's low, but I think stream volume's fine. Number 1. I'm expecting complete ass after the Anna's pulls. Like, admittedly, we don't deserve to win on this banner. Number 2. Number 3, digging into your gems. I don't want to go broke. Not today. Maybe she wants us to exhibit some firepower. Maybe that's it. She is a fire-powered lady. We need to have more energy. So that's coming from me, which I'm very much deadpan. Just one SSR, not even her, just a SSR. I think I ran the SSR pull dry last time with how many I got. Is this the offset? Am I gonna get absolutely jacked for 100 pulls? Never mind. Number 1 SSR, who is it? How many pulls are we in? I already lost count. The reward system is counting for me. I don't need to count. The game almost froze there. And we got 8. Elysian. Not what we're looking for. Oh, a new character. I'll take EH. I like EH. I really like her redesign. Not because of the assets. Like, I appreciate the assets being out and about now, but she looked good. I'll take her. New characters are also a win for me. But we're looking for Matsilis Overspec today. We're looking for the technology. Boop. Jack shit? Yep. Okay, let me actually count. What are we on right now? 60. So this is number 70. Number 7. 7 blocky, right? We're gonna get something here. 777. You let me down. I don't have the bunny girl luck today. I should have recharged with the bunny girls. That would have made this better. Number 8. Nothing. Number 9. How about a quick draw? Poop. Nope. Nope. No, not a quick draw. Okay. I think it's offsetting. This is for 100. Go for 1 SSR. Yeah, I think it's evening out. I deserve this. Yeah, that seems about right. Okay. So we're way below rates right now. Wonderful. Number 11. The second batch of 10 pulls is gonna be better, right? Fake out. Who is it? 2 of them. That makes up for the last 100. Yes. No, we're so below. You had to do that game. That could have been the overspec. It wasn't. Who's the other one? Okay, I know. That's a win. I need more of her. She is a waifu. Wrong 1%. I swear if I get Pilgrims and not Neon today, that makes up for the last 100. That well makes up for the last 100, but no Neon. We want Neon. Number 12? I think. This is 12, right? 12 and a nothing burger. Our gems are screaming. They're in pain. They're calling for help. We have around 100 left. 13. Wrong neon. 14. Quick draw. Nothing. Nothing. Today is not a polling day. Is this 15? Wrong man. Man, I know we don't see eye to eye. You're not exactly my go-to waifu character. You're not even like girlfriend material. You're the bro. You're the bro that's always there, but you're not here for me right now. Come on, Neon. Help me out here. Maybe she just needed a speech. Not one. Who is it? We'd really like to see the Bacillus overspec animation right now, so I can be free. No, that's Elysion. Ingrid! She's already core 7. I think. Pain. Yeah, she's already core 7. That is a wasted SSR. Okay. God damn it, Ingrid. Next. Can't be worse than that. Okay, they're giving me another one because we just failed an SR. At the very end, sure. These seems to be popping a little loud right now. Set that back to 0. There you go. Don't need to blast people's ears with the pulling music. And we have a Elysion. Ingrid, why? Okay. I am building her, that's fine. Gotcha, hi! How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. We are currently suffering in the gachas. Thank you for the water. Hi, Gogapip. Hi, Achu. Nice to see you over here. We are almost 200 in and no neon. Oh dear. My pulls on this banner right here were God. I am getting so much retribution right now. Everyone who hated me for the Anise pulls going so well, you're getting your revenge. These are going horribly. This is number 200. Surely. Surely we get nothing, okay. We might have to use our mileage. That is fair. Because I don't know how I feel going more than 200 and still having nothing. Yoko, hi Kama, how are you doing? Well, hopefully you're doing well. I am doing questionable right now. I just went 200 in and got nothing. Like the polls from last time, they're being offset. 200 in, got 3 SSRs that weren't the banner person. They were actually questionable. No, it was 4. I'm 200 in at 4. SSR rate is 4%. I'm half of that right now. Did I get a pilgrim? Yes. Does that offset it? Not really. I don't know if I want to continue pulling. We might go into the story and continue pulling at the end. Maybe that'll work better. So the bad luck from the Soul Link still lingers. I wouldn't say the Soul Link had bad luck. I'm just getting what I deserve from my previous pulls. Because I was super lucky last time I pulled. So admittedly, I deserve this. I still got a pilgrim, so it's not the worst it can be. But it's not what we're looking for. You're doing good? That's good. Do we continue pulling? Our luck is ass right now. Do I want one of her? Yes. It would be nice not to use the mileage because the pity in this game is 200 pulls. So we hit the pity, which guarantees one of her. I have enough to get max limit break with my old pity that I have accumulated. I don't want to use all of them though. No one wants to use all of those at one go. The question is, do I think I'm gonna get a Neon within 200 if I keep pulling? I kinda doubt it right now, but we can try. Let's keep going. It's a half anniversary banner. If we're going broke, it's either the half anniversary or the anniversary. And from that point on, we have to continue saving. So we're going broke today. And hopefully at least one Neon appears. If not, I'm gonna cry. You're scared to play Woo. What if your good luck ends? It's only if you pull. You can play Woo and not pull. You can keep saving. Because my god, my luck is ass right now. I'm taking all the bad luck in. If you had bad luck, I'm using it all up. I'm cleansing the bad luck right now. Because your luck can't be worse than this. We're almost out of gems. Oh no. Surely, just one. That's a goal. Just one neon. I need to specify. Just one neon. Number 2. Give me Miss Celis Overspec. Give me that animation. That's a pilgrim. Cindy. Okay, let me explain, chat. She's my number 1 waifu. Yes. She's already maxed. Cindy. Why? Why? Why do you do this to me, Cindy? I know she probably just wanted to raise my spirits. She wanted to pat me on the back, on the head. It's like... It could have been any other pilgrim. Okay. Bad luck sphere, but yeah. Cindy, I'm happy to see you, but at the same time, why? We have 5 more tentacles. And a lot of tears. We're gonna take an intermission. Hi, Mihara. That's not what I meant. We're gonna take an intermission and get some high access records, the high quality records. See if we get anything from that. And if those are also shit luck, hi Cindy, I'm gonna question my life choices. Cindy's just like, are you happy now? It's like, yeah! Yeah, I'm happy. I'm so happy. We lost 2 of them, and all of those 3 are... those aren't useful either. My god, my luck is questionable today. We got one of these crystals. Let's open that. Surely. Yeah, sure, I'll take that. Hi, Fire Panda. Your name's Blue now. My god, my luck is ass today. Sydney has 2 beautiful gifts for you. Oh, Kama, you haven't seen her assets. It's not 2, it's 4. Let me explain after I get through these courses. Your lag is in 55 seconds? Yay, you're not behind by a minute. By the way, I'm not here, I'm just existing. Hi, Austin. Congrats on the 3 stream streak. 4? Yes, 4. What? What are you questioning? I said a lot of things just now. What are you saying what to? Let me explain. My wife, Cindy. What do you mean 4? Okay, you obviously see 2 right here, right? Very voluptuous asset in the front. They jiggle. Yes, they have jiggle physics on the skin. I like the animation because of that. We see that. So do you like ass? You don't see it that well with this skin, but let me show you something. This is her base. Do you like ass? It jiggles. Why is her clothing like that? I don't know. Don't ask me. We're gonna appreciate it though. We're taking a Cindy mental health break right now. We're taking a Cindy mental health break. Yes, even the chibi is caked up. Damn! Malfunctioning your brain duo was bad enough yesterday. We're playing NIKKE. What did you expect? We're gonna get to the depressing story in a bit. We're taking a mental health break. My polls were ass just now. We still don't have Neon. While we're here, let's appreciate the other skin. She's very beautiful. I don't know, not this. I mean, this one covers her up a bit more. If you zoom in, enhance, you see a bit of panty right there. It's see-through. Yes, he has a thong on. Moving on. Yesterday was fine. What do you mean, Panda? Yeah, yesterday was fine. Seen this? You've seen me play this before and seemed more wholesome. Okay, here's the thing. I wasn't losing my mind with horrible ass polls every other time I played this game. I'm coping right now. I don't usually look at the NIKKE's assets like this. Besides my wife. Usually we're going through story and I'm just reading the dialogue. That's why it's more wholesome. I'm not looking at the characters with enhancement. Of course I don't. Unless it's Cindy, okay? I mean, I can ass blast you guys in another way. Libby, come here. Libby, we need an example. Okay. Base skin. She looks cute. Small, right? Shooting pose. She knows what she's doing. You think that's bad? Let me make it worse. Libby, get in your other outfit. Is that better? Why? Yes. Why is she like this? Are you talking about me or them? No. Okay. We've been degenerate enough right now. We're gonna go back to the polls. Both of you. We're gonna go back to somewhat wholesome land. And continue suffering. Neon, please, just one copy. That's all I want. We're not degen enough. I could be more degen. The degeneracy, it burns! I could be more degenerate if you want. This is nowhere near how degenerate I can get. If Neon doesn't show up, that meter will go up. Neon, this is your reason to come home. You don't want to see what happens if I get degenerate. You hear me, Neon? I wish you had a mute. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? This isn't who a true form of degen. It isn't. Pray Tayor. We're suffering right now. We don't want tactical. We don't want Elysian. High signal. You wish I was a mute Coco for 10 minutes? That's a long time to be muted. Like, as a streamer, that's a long time to be silent. Like, a minute is more reasonable. That's... of course, the only one we're missing is Neon. Thanks, game. I am suffering. We need to show more firepower. The patch notes isn't working. Okay, now the game's compensating for all the SSRs we didn't get. Hi, suffering, I am literally the definition of suffering right now, so yeah, that fits. Okay, Bacillus O respect, that's all I want. Let me be free. That's... I swear to God. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I was gonna say, I swear to God, it's another Cindy. So we got 3 pilgrims and no neon. What's happening? Well, let me go see if your sister is getting on and wants to commit crimes. Fair enough. You hate Cindy now? No. I have cuteness aggression towards Cindy. Yeah, that's what I have right now. That's definitely what I have right now. I would have preferred the other Snow White, but we'll take the Snow White. I know it's all 1%. I'm getting the wrong 1% every single time. How many more polls do we have? Not many. We have 3 more. This couldn't go any worse. Come on, just one. Just one. No. No, no, okay. Wish I could do your concoction with your model. You make it sound very interesting by calling it a concoction. You remember your math from yesterday? You forgot. It was like 4,000 something. Maybe you shouldn't have balanced out with the Audinos yesterday. I wasn't the one who was lucky with the Audinos. We have one more, don't we? Yeah, we have one more temple to get neon. You're like 25-ish% there. Congrats. I don't know whether to be scared or not. We are officially broke now on gems. Come on, Neon. It's the last temple. Just have some mercy. No? Nothing? Nothing? It's because Seb's not here. Neon only... Wrong Neon. Neon only answers to Seb. That was our issue. Seb's not here. We have the pity 10 poll. We are at 260. By this point, we had 4 Anises. We have 0 neons. I don't know if I want to use the pity 10 pull. I'm just gonna keep these 10 tickets, hold them close to my heart, and cry. We have 18 days left on the banner. I'm gonna leave it to the free polls and pray to God the 1 poll per day gives me something. If not, these mileage tickets you see right here, they are going bye-bye. Okay, so Neon hates me. Good to know. Wonderful, wonderful. Love to see it. For those who don't like the horny, here's Snow White. The complete opposite of horny. Have the mecha doggo in the back. Smack him in the head, I will. Snow White is just cool. Yay. No horny, exactly. Gotta save the 10 till Seb gets here. Yeah, we're gonna use the 10 at the end if Seb is here. If not, I'm just gonna cry and hold them close. It's like, I'm not using them right now. My luck is horrible. My luck is abysmal. I say as I got 3 pilgrims, it could have been worse. But one of those pilgrims was a copy of a max that I already have. And one of the SSRs I got was a copy of a max that I already have. You can cast luck on me. I don't think I need them at this point. My gems are run dry. They were milked dry. And Neon still wants more. Do I even want to use the standard tickets at this point? Like, you saw what just happened. I don't think the standard tickets is gonna give me anything. Watch me get 2 SSRs on the temple on the standard. Just because the game finds it funny. Okay, do we have any more high access after that? I don't know if we have enough for 35. No, that's not enough for a poll, but... To quote, entertainment, duh. It's not Tetra, we're pulling for Macillus. That quote's not helpful either. Okay, we have a 10 pull here. Let's just use it to regain some sanity. I have none at this point, but... For the memes, for the memes. I think this list is up to date. Privity... Yeah. That's fine. If I get a pilgrim here... I don't know what I'm gonna say. Come on, game, do it funny. Might as well. Purple, you're not gonna do it funny. No, it's going all in on the bad luck. Okay. I see a game. No, it did do it funny. It gave me 2 neons. Thanks, game. So that was the complete opposite of my Anna's pulse. And I'm broke. Moving on to the story because I have no more pulls left. Finding neon. It is finding neon. Why did you come back to... Oh, this? Wait. One moment. Which one? No, that one has ass cheeks. Head pat? She's covered up. Head pat? I don't control which lobby thing it lands on, okay? That's a random gotcha. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I have wholesome backgrounds, it's not all horny. This is the EH, yeah, we got a text message from EH. Text only, no phone calls. I feel that. Physics coming through? Yeah. Messaging you like this feels a little awkward. You'll get used to it. Oh, get used to it, huh? Get used to it. Am I even allowed to get used to a normal life? I robbed other people of the normal lives they dreamed of. Me, I'm the one to blame. Whiplashing into depression. That's all the more reason for you to understand. Understand what? What normal life is like? Yeah. But I don't deserve that. Heck, I don't even deserve your words of comfort. Well, if you experience for yourself how precious normal life is, maybe you won't do the same thing again. Maybe you're right. I don't want to be the cause of such a tragedy again. Context: she was the leader of a terrorist group, but she wasn't the one pushing for the terrorist actions. She just got dragged into her people doing it. And by proxy, as the leader, she took the blame. Having a wholesome conversation with your sister, then came back to that. I'm sorry, Fire Panda. I don't control the game being horny. Left for a bin, saw horny, what's up? You got uppercut by horny backgrounds? Okay, it wasn't all horny. It could be way worse. It sounds like this. It's better to say thank you than sorry. You're right. Thank you. I get the feeling that if I have you by my side, I won't do any more things I'll regret. Do you mind if I message you every once in a while? Not that I think I'll have anything important to talk about. You don't need to have anything important to talk about. Just reach out. That's what normal life is. Sorry for all the bother. Wait, you said I should say thank you instead. Thanks for listening. I'll message you again later. Came back to the most horny one. Oh, you do not know what backgrounds are in this game. Oh, you poor innocent soul. Without being, you know, bad. Okay. This isn't a R18 game. I think it's rated teen, actually. Is it rated teen or is it... It's not E. I think it's teen. It's not mature. Which, is a bit questionable when you look at other gacha games, but... How can it get worse? Let me dig into my lobby screen one moment. No, let's go into the event. You were worried? No, this is a rated teen game. There's nothing explicit shown. There are like sexual references and jokes, but not many. You're scared? Okay. Going down the line. Ignoring the bunny girls. Everyone's numb to seeing the bunny girls. Because they always wear this. If you want booba, I guess there's this. Everyone's... this is normal. Those are the twins. They're in the entertainment industry. The one you came back to was worse in your opinion. I just got started, Fire Panda. That's not the worst of it. I'm just going down the rows. Because these are the event ones, so this is like the splash screen that you get at the end of the event. I mean, there's this one if you want something funny. Don't question what she's doing, she's eating us. Literally, she likes the taste of us. There's a lore reason for it. She's part of the cooking oil squad, and her job is her taste buds can... How do you explain this? If she tastes something, she can see the memories of whatever she is tasting. If she eats food, she can see what it's made of, where it came from, all of that. So she's part of, like, food safety. Why does she like the taste of us? Because we excite her. There's no better way to say that. Eat me. She really loves licking people. You need a spray bottle. You need pepper spray to exist here. It's not that bad. Okay. Then there's her. Do I need to explain this? I don't think I do. It's the commander. The memories must be extremely explicit. Yeah, there's like a 40% of them that are probably just explicit. Yeah, there's Label. There's Velvet. We've had this background for a bit. She is wearing pasties. If you don't know what that is, you're innocent. 1,000 pics of Commander Birmingham uploaded daily every time she's shown. She's the one writing them. The event section isn't that bad. It's the skill cut section that's bad. Pasties? Yes, she's wearing pasties. Have we never shown you Velvet? I'll show you in a bit. Okay, who is showing everything in their skill cutscene? Let's see here. I know there's Clay. Who else is in here? That one's this wholesome. Yeah, there's Clay.
Don't mind. Never give up.
Underboob? She does not care about covering things.
Don't mind.
There's that. I like how we're taking a break to look at all of these before I go into the story because my sanity meter. Yes, you saw right, she strips in her birth animation. Lore context, she's supposed to be a birch tree, she's Mother Nature incarnate, she doesn't like wearing clothing. You can't really explain much outside of that. Also, the birds on her head are called tits. I'm gonna play this game for research purposes. That is not a cow print outfit, that is a birch tree. Gotta mentally prepare, exactly. I'm doing this in preparation of the emotional damage. The one Fire Panda came back to was this. Which, fair enough, this is supposed to be BDSM oriented. Water. You got back to an adult outfit that is a burnt tree. Your favorite one? You're gonna love me hard then. Who else is not being wholesome? She's just wearing a bathrobe more or less. This skin is literally called Naked King. She is naked under that bathrobe. This is a gacha skin. Okay, yes, Fire Panda? Everyone else I don't have max limit break or the skin for, but there are worse ones. I know for a fact there are worse ones. When you finish the discard, yes. But I feel like I'm being threatened. We're playing a game together. Okay. Hi, Cindy. And it will be wholesome. I play wholesome games. I do not mod wholesome games to be horny. I'm not that degen. Now I'll murder you if you make it not. Oh, come on. Okay, intermission over. Let's go into the story. Now you got to go. Your sister is on. Okay. See you, Fire Panda. That was fun traumatizing you. I'm gonna change the patch notes because this did not work. Firepower did not work. I'm sad. Man has forsaken me. There you go. For anyone who missed the polls, patch notes, there you go. She has forsaken us. Recollections. Chapter 46. So the usual spiel, obviously spoiler English. Spoiler warnings for the people who do not know what the hell is happening and don't want to know. Avert your eyes and ears. We're at the end of the game. For those who don't care or want to see it, welcome on in. You're now stuck here. Thank you for the lurkies, game. Appreciate it. This chapter is long, so depending, we're going to be splitting it up in two parts because we were suffering and coping for an hour there. Did not expect to do that. Probably going to do at least halfway or as far as we can get today, then finish off the rest next week. Supposedly this chapter has things to cry about. There is emotional damage in this one. I have my tissues ready. I don't know if we're going to reach that point. We'll see. Yeah, I've been warned. Spoilers from here on out. Sinister Omen. Let's go in. Let's know why. So we're starting with Eden then. Just gotta act like Neon came home. I don't think the patch notes help. A little Delulu never hurt. Yeah, she obviously came home. We got so many copies of her. We got so many SSR. We got 4 pilgrims on top of that. It's like, today's a great day. Seething inside. Anyways. I'm at the target location. Volume's a little low. Let me up that. We need to hear their beautiful voice acting. The voice actors worked hard doing this. We need to hear them. That wasn't Claire version 2. Okay, here's the thing, or arguably, no, it wasn't Claire version 2. It was worse. It was not a Claire 2.0. This is its own thing. This was way worse. Because the thing with Claire, we didn't get many SSRs on top of suffering to get her. In this case, we got SSRs, we got pilgrims, Cindy gave me emotional damage, and we still don't have Neon. So arguably, this is worse. And I'm losing my mind. Going back to story before I ramble about this. Calm. Calm. I need to read. Good. Stand by. How long do I have to wait? Hard to say. Probably till she shows up. Deep breaths, exactly. Then I'll search the nearby area. You were provided with sufficient rations. Did you eat them all already? I'm going to check for raptures. She avoided the question. Oh, my apologies. If there are no issues, hold your current position. If you miss each other, it'll only complicate things. I don't have time to waste here. I'd rather use that time to take down even one more rapture. I agree with you, but there's also no need to cause commotion. If you engage, the noise could draw more of them. Snow White fires her rifle. An explosion occurs in the distance. One down. Completely ignored him. Great. Other raptures in the area heard the gunshots and are converging. Just as I wanted. Don't even think about it. Withdraw from that sector. Any unnecessary engagements. Snow White fires her rifle again. Another explosion occurs in the distance. A cloud of dust heads straight for her. Johan, you get ahead, Pat. You're not getting listened to. Sorry, I didn't catch that. What did you say? Lethal.
Hi.
Yes? Stop using the operation device. Switch all communication to the messaging. Why? Watching this is making my blood boil. Don't let it get to you, Johan. Yes, calm yourself. Patience is a virtue. You're the one who needs to calm down. Rapture's incoming. Numbers are... Johan, look at this. What is it? Just look at the approaching raptures. What the hell is that? What is it? Tell me. Use your eyes and see for yourself. Very well. Snow White looks at the raptors swarming in. They're no different from the raptors she's always encountered. Assuming Johan and Cesar are just overreacting, Snow White takes aim. She waits until the raptors are within maximum effective range. As the lead raptor comes into range, Snow White pulls the trigger. No, she was about to pull the trigger when the frontline raptors explode into smithereens. What was that? I didn't fire. It came from behind. From behind. The shot came from somewhere in the rear of that swarm and hit the ones in the front line. Why? No idea. Could they be infighting? No, raptors are brainless idiots. They're incapable of that. The frontline units have been annihilated. Rear units are approaching. Unidentified raptors, engage with caution. Snow White fires her rifle yet again. Yet another explosion erupts in the distance. Johan, you're not her commander. I think that much is obvious. If you don't know what you're dealing with, strike first. Fine. Engage. The unsettling. Johan's gonna have a field trip in this chapter, isn't he? All clear. Now it looks at the wreckage of the raptors scattered across the ground. I've never seen raptors like these before. Get closer so I can have a better look. Noah approaches the wreckage. She crouches down and picks up a mangled component. That's not edible. I'm not going to eat it. The color is different. It's very vivid. Most of the raptors we've seen are monochrome. These are different. What's the texture like? Different. It's not entirely rigid. There's some elasticity to it. Is the queen up to some metamorphic shit right now? Pick up that yellow component at your 4 o'clock. Snow White grabs the part. The size is obviously different, but is that a... Yes, it's a finger. It's attached differently, but it's clearly a finger. It can also make out parts like ribs, teeth, and legs. The hell body horrors is the queen doing? Snow White, rub your arm. My muscles aren't sore. It is for comparison. Go on, feel it. Snow White rubs her arm, then touches the rapture component again. Well? It feels the same. Check the core. There isn't any. There's only black liquid where the core should be. Or beast? It's not oil, it's heavier, more viscous. There's no core. Are these the eggs that the 4 beasts hatched? And where's it drawing power from?
黒い液体のサンプルを持ち帰ってくれ。
Secure a sample of the black liquid.
エデンで成分を分析する。
We'll analyze its composition in Eden.
わかった。確保しておく。
Understood. Securing a sample.
ナユタの反応を確認。
Naita's signature detected nearby.
ああ、来たようだな。
Looks like she's finally here. Naita appears writing mantra. She looks around, frowning.
これは何の騒ぎでしょう。
What manner of disturbance is this?
遅いぞ。もっと迅速に行動しろ。
You're late. Try being on time next time.
この近くで合流する約束だったはずです。待ちきれなくて戦闘を始めたのですか？
Did we not appoint this place for our rendezvous? Did thy impatience get the better of thee? That thou didst open fire?
ここで騒ぎを起こすことに利はないと思いますが。
There is not to be gained from raising a disturbance here.
ラプチャーの方から誘ってきた。
The rapture started at first. Sure they did. Naita stares at the rapture wreckage.
これは一体。
Pray, what in heavens are these? Into enemy lines.
この辺りが良さそうですね。目立たずに様子を伺えます。
This spot shall serve admirably. 'Tis inconspicuous and affords a most advantageous vantage point.
仙人、どういうことだ？
What are you playing at, monk?
他に場所などいくらでもあるだろう。なぜ軌道エレベーター間近を選んだ？
Soup bowl head? It is soup bowl head. She lost her soup bowl though. She's in attack mode right now. You insist on meeting near the lift, of all places.
あの周辺は最高レベルの危険地帯だ。
You couldn't pick a more dangerous location if you tried.
多少の距離があるとはいえ、そこも安心できるような場所ではない。
It's a fair distance from the main structure, but that doesn't mean we're in the clear.
それは私も承知しております。あまり責めないでいただきたいですね。
I am not oblivious. You're exceedingly given to quibbling.
私が何の理由もなくここへお呼び立てしたとお考えですか？
Would I summon white snow hither without due cause?
聞いてやろ
Explain.
クイーン戦の後、私は残った分身を使って気になる地点を偵察させました。
Since the encounter with the queen, I dispatched my remaining replicas to reconnoiter to places of import.
う。分身。
I feel like I butchered that word. Wait, you have more clones left.
そうですね。偵察に使える程度だけですが。
Aye, not combat units proper, but adequate for reconnaissance.
そうか。
I'd say.
ともあれ、分身を使って地上各地の要衝と呼ぶべき場所を探っているのですが。
Sarah, just hear Johan say bullshit. Nevertheless, my replicas have scattered locations upon the surface deemed of strategic import.
変わった動きがあった場所は見つかりませんでした。
Alas, none evinced any reaction of note. Naita silently raises her finger and points off in the distance. She gestures at a towering structure that seems to pierce the sky, the greatest construct humanity ever created. The lift.
ただ一箇所、あの軌道エレベーターを除いて。
Save for that place, the orbital spire.
何か変化があったのか。
You're getting a special reading over there.
いかにも。よくご覧ください。
Indeed, observe closely.
照明が点灯しています。
Lights kindle within.
もう少し近づけば、音も聞こえるでしょう。
Venture near and perchance a mechanical hum shall. What accent did I just? Shall reach thy ears.
まさか。
No way.
その通り。軌道エレベーターが稼働しています。
Orbital spire yet functions.
動き出していた。
The lift is.
ならば、合流前に交戦したラプチャーは、そこで生産されていたということか。
That means the raptures we saw earlier are being produced there.
新型ラプチャーのことは もうお気づきのようですね。
You speak of the new sword of
私も
raptures.
長く気にかかっていました。
Hi, that has troubled me likewise.
偵察中かなり目についたものですから。
During my reconnaissance, raptures of the new sort were observed in considerable number.
ですがラプチャーはあの先の宇宙ステーションで製造されていたはずで、そのステーションはとうに破壊されている。
These new raptures were all manufactured within the orbital stations, yet the stations themselves are now ruins.
関係を確かめる必要があると考えました。
I desire to confirm whether a connection doth exist between those two facts.
軌道エレベーターの偵察をしたいということか。
So you want to scout the lift?
ご明察。
Indeed.
よし。では行こう。
Fine. Then let's go.
オンに来ます。
Much obliged.
待て。
Wait.
現状ではスノーホワイトがエデン唯一の戦力だ。
Snow White is the only fighting force Eden's got right now.
リスクの高い偵察には投入させられない。
I want to authorize her to conduct such a dangerous recon.
私一人で成し得ないことだからこそ、このようなお願いをしているのです。
It doth prove quite impossible for me to do alone. Thus I venture to solicit a favor from thee.
偵察こそ分身向きの任務だろう。
You got plenty of clones who can handle the scouting just fine.
すでに数十体の分身を送っています。
I did dispatch several score of them nigh onto the orbital spire.
今のところ情報はありません。
Yet to this hour, no word hath reached me.
妊婦が戻ってきていないので壊滅したわけではないはずですが。
As our nymph have not yet returned unto me, well, I do not think they have perished outright.
好ましい状況でもないことは確かでしょう。
And yet I cannot shake the conviction that all is not well.
そのことも含めて状況把握が必要なのです。
I desire to investigate that matter in my reconnaissance as well.
あまり思い出しすぎないことです。イザベルはもうおりません。
Put from thy mind the one who have departed. Young Lady Isabel is gone.
分かっている。
I know that.
細心の注意を払って偵察に当たる。
Proceed with extreme caution.
危険を感知次第、直ちに撤退しろ。
The moment you feel it's too dangerous, withdraw at once.
一切承知。肝に銘じておきましょう。
Understood. I shall bear that in mind. Red Mirror. Are they gonna run into Mirror? Wait, is Snow gonna meet Mirror?
はてさて、もう少し近づきたいところですが、ままならぬものですね。
I desire to draw nearer still, yet it proves not feasible.
これ以上深入りしては戦闘が避けられなくなります。
However, to venture any deeper would be to invite battle.
なぜ避ける必要がある？
Why avoid combat?
エデンで受けた強化を疑っているわけではありませんが、いたずらに消耗するべきではありません。
I cast no doubt upon thy abilities, nor thy newfound powers, White Snow. Yet why spend that strength for naught?
お前は細かいことを考えすぎだ。
You have to pick apart everything, don't you?
単純な方法が最も有効な場合もある。
Sometimes the simplest option is the best one,
場合もある。では困りますね。
and sometimes it does not, hence why I'm deliberating.
セシル、周辺の敵戦力を確認できますか？
Young Lady Cecil, wouldst thou be able to confirm the spread of raptures in the vicinity?
圧倒的な数です。数える意味を感じません。
There are far too many. There's no point even trying to count them all.
交戦は自殺行為です。
Charging in would be a suicide mission.
他に方法がない。この場は撤退しろ。
You're out of options. Fall back for now.
ここで重大な何かが起こっているという事実が確認できただけでも十分な収穫だ。
We now know something's amiss here. That alone is a significant find.
増援の到着を待ち、改めて偵察を行う。
We'll pick this back up when Kogpup arrives at the cavalry.
それまでクイーンが何もせずにおとなしく待っていると思いますか？
Do you think the queen is just going to sit around twiddling her thumbs?
何？
What?
ナユタ、策を探してください。可能な限り戦闘を回避しつつ、最大
Nayuta,
限の情報収集ができる方法を。
find a way to scout the area without getting drawn into a fight.
セシル、指揮官は私だ。勝手な指示を出すな。
This is not your call to make, Cecil. I'm the one in command here.
怯えて安全な道ばかり選んでいては何もできなくなりますよ。
Letting fear dictate our every move won't get us anywhere, Johan.
今のような状況ではなおさらです。
Especially in a situation like this.
クイーンが何をしているかが分かっていないのです。ここで引き下がるわけには。
With no way of knowing what Queen is up to, we can't turn back now. Not after coming this far.
これは通知が。
What's wrong?
セシル、聞こえていますか？
Young Lady Cecil, can my voice reach thee?
エブラリュッチ濃度低い。
Of particle density too low.
二人よく聞いて。そちら突き止め勘。
You two listen care. Find whatever, then back.
そちらの状況を突き止めて帰還してください。聞こえますか？
Find whatever you can, then fall back. Understood? The line goes to static.
通信が完全に切れたな。
Communications are completely cut off.
装置は問題ない。エブラ粒子の濃度でもなさそうだ。
Our communication equipment is functioning normally. This wasn't caused by elevated alpha particles.
妙なことが起きたものですね。エーデンの通信に障害など。
To lose contact with an Eden of all places. A strange thing indeed.
それにしても、何でもいいから突き止めて帰れとは、随分と厳しいお言葉ですね。
In any case, find whatever you can and then fall back. Words most ill-advised and yet.
行くぞ。手薄そうな場所を探す。
Let's go. We'll avoid the areas where there are too many raptures.
動かなければ得られるものもないからな。
Playing it safe will gain us nothing.
わかりました。後に続きます。
Very well, I shall entrust this matter to thee.
あらあら、追い詰められると知能が低下するというのは事実だったようですね。
My, my. They say people lose their heads when cornered. Guess it's true after all.
軽々しく近づくのはやめるべきです。死んでしまいますよ。
Don't go rushing in now. You'll get yourself killed.
出ましたか。
Young
Mira.
Lady Mirror.
また会ったわね。
Hello?
それに、お付きの方も。
Sword Warden.
誰だ？
Who are they?
スノーホワイト。ゴッテス部隊の末っ子。フェアリーテールモデルナンバー4。地平線の白き死神。
No White. Youngest member of the Goddess Squad. The fourth Grimm's model. The White Reaper of the Horizon.
ここでお会いできるなんて光栄ですね。
What an honor to have such a distinguished guest.
誰だ？
Identify yourself.
はじめまして。
Pleasure to meet you.
私はミラー。
The name's Mirror.
ナユタとは古くからのお友達です。
I'm an old friend of Nayata's.
ナユタに友達などいるはずがない。何者だ？
Someone like her wouldn't have any friends. So who are you? Oh, Nayata friendless. Snow White, why?
あら、よくわかっていますね。
Goodness, quite perceptive, aren't you? Noah reaches out toward Mirror. Hand passes straight through her. The point of contact crackles with static.
立体映像か。
You're just a hologram.
え、
Yes.
通信妨害しているのも貴様だな。
You're the one who cut our communications with Johan and Cecil.
はい、その通りです。見られるといいことがありませんから。
Guilty as charged. I have nothing to gain from making my presence known, you know.
お前は何だ？
Just what are you?
言った通り、ナユタのお友達です。
I already told you. I'm Naita's associate.
今はそうですね。ラプチャーの味方のふりをしてスパイ活動中というところでしょうか。
At the moment, yes, I'm acting as a spy and pretending to side with the Raptures. No, you are siding with the Raptures.
久しぶりです。そういう強い疑いの目を向けられるのは。
It's been a while since I've been greeted with such distrust.
ナユタも何か言ってあげてください。
Naida, could you please say something?
このままでは疑われるだけで終わってしまいそうです。
My
せっかく美味しい情報を用意したのに。
character is in doubt before I've even had the chance to relay any useful information. Even your appearance is distrustworthy, that's why.
白雪、ミラーの言っていることは間違いありません。
She speaks the truth, fights now.
ミラーと私は協力してラプチャー側の情報を探っているのです。
She is indeed my associate. It is likewise true that she has taken to the Rapture's side, carrying out espionage.
お分かりいただけましたか？
There you have it.
いいだろう。信じる。
Fine, I'll take your word for it.
ありがとうございます。
Much appreciated.
ここから先は案内をお任せいただけますか？
Now then, shall I show you around?
お伝えすることがたくさんありますから。
There's quite a lot I need to convey regarding the current situation. Rebirth.
エデンから撤退した後、クイーンが何よりも先にしたことは
After the battle at Eden, the first thing the Queen did
各地を飛び回ることでした。
was roam around, surveying the surface.
ストームブリンガーに乗って世界を巡る姿はまるで伝説の勇者のようで堂々としていましたね。
Hey there, Coco. I want to commit to Oh my mother, the goddess, those thighs. Yeah, Mir has some thighs. She is a staple, if hot, why evil? I mean, she got more than thighs. Like, look at those badonkadonks. She has one of the biggest ones in the game. And those are held up by tight clothing, which means they're even bigger. Oh, so hello, NIKKE. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. You look like some legendary hero wandering the surface, riding atop Stormbringer.
いつまで続けるつもりかと見守っていたところ、
I watched to see how long she would continue in this vein.
突然起動エレベーターに降り立ち、そこから動かなくなりました。
When she settled at the lift without warning,
それ以来、崩壊した内部構造の改造を進めています。
she began overhauling the derelict equipment within,
ラプチャーの製造施設にしているようです。
turning it into Rapture production facilities. You'd have back pain for her for damn sure. Either she has a spine of steel or she has all the back pain. You're tired? You get a head pat, NIKKE.
工場に改造したということですか？
You'd have me believe she has built a factory.
ええ、驚異的な速度で。
Yeah, she converted everything in one go.
もともと人類の英知が詰め込まれた建造物でしたから、素材には困らなかったのでしょう。
Humanity's finest technology was already concentrated there, though there was plenty to work with and the overhaul wasn't challenging.
瞬く間に改造が進み、続々とラプチャーの製造が始まりました。
She tinkered away at it, then began to produce raptures like it was nothing.
その材料はどこからでしょう？
Whence came the materials?
いかにクイーンといえども、無から有を生み出すことは不可能
Even
な
the queen cannot conjure something from naught. I'm being watered. Yeah, I've scanned and docked 403 Pokemon cards to finally see how much stuff is worth, and finished 2 small boxes and half a binder? That's a lot. Anything noteworthy in there? Logo? Yes. What is it?
見当がついたようですね。聞かせてください。
Seems like you figured something out. Let's hear it.
作り直している。
You have like 7 ETBs used as storage for them. You have to dock, and 5 whole binders. Why do you have so many? That's a lot. Like, you want to yeet yourself? Do you keep like standard cards? Are all, not all of those are special cards. Are you also binding the standard cards? Are all those binders filled with hollows and up? Silver lining, you did find an alt art Charizard card that's $300 raw. Nice. Now you're wondering what else is in there. Binders are full of the standards. Why are you Okay. Why are you bindering the standards? Like, on one hand, yes, you're keeping them safe. On the other hand, they're standards. Unless you're planning to, like, sell the whole binder as a whole. Even then, I don't think it would be worth much. Some people don't like putting the rare cards in binders because the binders can actually damage the card if you don't put it in properly. I don't know what your storage method is like in terms of that. If the queen tear it all asunder.
その通りです。
You've got it.
地上を見て回ったクイーンは現在の様子が気に入らなかった。
The queen was deeply dissatisfied with the current state of the surface after surveying it.
その時、意志を固めたようです。
So she made a decision.
何もかも作り直さなければならないと。
She would wipe the slate. She would wipe the slate clean.
現在の地上はクイーンの理想にかなう場所ではなかったようですね。
Since the surface wasn't one she envisioned.
それからすぐに軌道エレベーターがラプチャーの工場になりました。
And just like that, she started producing raptures at the lift.
これまでと違うラプチャーが現れ始めたのはそのせいでしたか。
I see. She has created raptures that are unlike any known to us now.
はい。
Yes.
古いラプチャーを材料に
She used existing raptures as raw material.
新しいラプチャーを生み始めています。
And created entirely new ones.
新世代型というのも大げさでしょうか。
These newborns, shall we call them?
実のところ性能面に大した差はありません。
They're not drastically different from their predecessors performance-wise.
ですが見た目の違いは興味深いものです。
But their appearance, now that's where things get interesting.
人間の体に似せているように見えた。
They seem to be imitating human body parts.
正確にはニケのボディですね。外観上の大きな違いはありませんが
They're imitating NIKKE body parts to be precise, but visually there isn't much difference between the two. Back then, you had them organized by category, and the rare cards are put into stable boxes with their own protectors on it. You can yeet yourself off the roof. It rains, so it'll be like a slip and slide. No yeeting yourself off the roof. Don't do that. Hey, you found the Charizard that was $300 raw. You don't know what else is in there. You probably don't remember what else is in there. Who knows? He could be rich. So I guess the other question at that point is, do you plan on selling them or do you just plan on keeping them yourself? Because that's a lot of cards to just have.
エデンとの交戦でクイーンの思考に大きな変化が発生したものと予想しています。
I believe the battle at Eden brought about a significant shift in the Queen's thinking.
地上に降り立ってラプチャーはもちろんヘレティックまで集合させて自分の力を見せつけようとしたら
She gathered raptures and even heretics as a show of strength to celebrate her descent to the surface.
そのほとんどが返り討ちに遭い致命傷を与えることもできずに敗北してしまった。
But the bulk of her forces fell and you all managed to pull through largely unscathed.
結果的には最強のニケリリー・バイスのボディを戦利品として持ち帰っていますが
You do have your own cards then. Ones you're keeping, the rest you're selling, and the ones you're keeping are very up there. Fair enough. Hi, you're late. Holy booba. Deb, our neon pulls were horrible. We needed you. Neon didn't want any of us, we wanted you. She didn't come home. We have one more 10 pull left. Those gotta be the size of the water ones? That thing's bigger than her head. Those are huge. NIKKE, if you have any N cards, I collect N cards. If you have any of those, I'd be willing to pay for that. Sorry, Neon, I failed you. We still have a 10 pull left. You never know. She might show up now that you're here. But we blasted through 260 pulls. We got 0 neons. N cards? Yeah. She will come now, trust. We're gonna do a 10 pull at the end. We're gonna get as far as we can in terms of chapter 46 today. Then leave the other half for next time because this is a very long chapter. Although things ended with her seizing the body of the strongest NIKKE, Lilo-wise.
クイーンとしては満足のいく戦果ではなかったはずです。
I'm sure that's far from a satisfying result to the Queen. What are they now? What's N cards? The trainer N. Is he thinking back? No, NIKKE, not like that. There's a trainer card class character in Pokemon called N. Yeah, and he has like his own set of cards. Outside of the trainers themselves, he has his own like Pokemon cards that he shows up in. You're about to... No, not like that. Do I need to say his full name? I think it was like Natural Harmonia Gropius, I think was his name. His name is really weird. That's why we just shortened it to N. Keep an eye out, because you derp. Yeah, if you have any of those, I'd like to tap into the market. The fuck? Yeah, his name is... You ain't remembering that. No, on the card, they shortened it to N. It's just N. Look out for a trainer with green hair. Like long green hair twink. That's what you're looking for. It's hard to miss. Dot dot dot.
今のラプチャーが弱いから。
You must have concluded that the current raptures simply weren't powerful enough.
世代交代が必要だと考えるのは当然の帰結です。
Austin, hello, thank you for the raid. What were you doing this time around? How are you? How'd the stream go? I am getting used to speed typing your name now. I think I did that right. Call of Duty, nice. You're playing COD, how did that go? Maybe look at your custom card wall when you said green hair. I feel like a lot of yours is ladies though, NIKKE. N is a dude. Welcome. You mean welcome, Seb. You got 2 wins? Nice. Say hello to Mirror. Everyone's looking at her booba and thighs. I don't blame them. It sound this better. When you said twink, you got the hint. Yeah, N is through and through a twink. Even his voice actor is a twink. I feel like I cut off Mirror halfway. What was he saying? You must have concluded the current raptors simply weren't powerful enough and felt a generational shift was needed.
そうでなければ新世代型がニケを模倣している説明がつきません。
Otherwise, she wouldn't have gone out of her way to create newborn raptors modeled after Unique's.
気に入らないの。
How repulsive.
新世代型にはコアが見当たりませんでした。
No core could be discerned in these newly born raptures.
動力はどこから？
Then whence do they draw their power?
ダークマターです。
From dark matter.
暗黒物質。
Caliginous material.
凝縮させたダークマターですね。全能の物質というぐらいですから動力源としても使えるのでしょう。
Okay, how's your day going? My day was going fine until I tried pulling for neon, then those went horribly, so now I'm coping. Aside from that, my day's going decent. Hopefully everyone else's day is going well. Oh, yeah, the polls went horribly. Hi, Raya. How you doing? They use highly condensed dark... I can English today. They use highly condensed dark matter as a power source. It's a versatile substance, so using it that way is certainly feasible.
私も詳しくは分かっていません。ですが、クイーンはよく知っているはずです。そもそも自分に合ったものですから。
You got your ladder, now time to head to... NIKKE, no jumping off your roof. And now my third... NIKKE, no jumping off the roof. Bonketh. Playing rematch. Pink-haired dork will come home. Yeah. I'm not gonna think about my polls for the time being. No one can stop me. Now jumping off your roof. I'm not gonna be a bystander or held responsible for a roof jumping. No jumping. I don't know much beyond that, but since dark matter is the queen's to begin with, she is another matter entirely.
つまりクイーンはあの戦いの後私たちが羨ましくなった。
So in short, after fighting us, the queen became jealous of us. That seems to be a pattern.
だから形を真似て新しいラプチャーを生み出しているということか。
Which led to her creating new raptures in our image. Cats got 9 lives and always fall on their feet, Coco trust. I don't think jumping off your roof and falling on your feet is a good idea. Like, you might break several bones doing that. If not your legs entirely. Yes, no light. Otherwise, you have 13 and can redeem them. Doing that is the fun part. NIKKE? No.
そういうことになりますね。
That sums it up, yes.
しかし模倣の仕方が何とも奇妙ではありませんかね。
Yet the manner of their imitation is most suspect.
ニケの強さを再現したいなら姿をそっくり模倣すればいいものを。
If the queen deemed NIKKE as powerful, one would expect their forms to be imitated in every particular.
なぜそうしないのでしょう。
And yet the manner of imitation here is most peculiar.
手にせよ足にせよ内臓にせよ一部のみを取ってつけたように作るとは。
Only hands, feet, mascara, and the like doth she see fit to replicate.
ああ、それは
Well,
実験ですから。
they're experiments.
火球のラプチャーにパーツを接着し、正常に作動するか確かめる。
She attaches NIKKE parts to low-level raptors to see if they function properly. That's what Red Shoes did in the past. You're not joking, it's actually in your lore book that's posted. Your lore ties to your character, NIKKE, not you in real life. I don't think you're able to jump off a roof and come out unscathed.
そのパーツにどれほどの可能性があるのかを確かめているようです。
And to assess the potential of those parts.
となるとクイーンの最終的な目的は。
If this be true, the queen's final intent is...
そうですね。
That's
新世
right.
代型のヘレティック。
To create a new heretic.
クイーンの精鋭という面目がエデンとの戦いですっかり潰れてしまいましたからね。
The queen's so-called elites proved rather lackluster in the Battle of Eden, wouldn't you say?
今のクイーンにふさわしい本物の精鋭を作り出したいのでしょう。
She wants to create a true elite, one worthy of the queen she is today.
アルトルイヤか。
Altruia.
なぜその名を？
How do you know about her?
会ったことがある。交戦して巨大化形態も見た。
We've met. She even transformed during our fight.
あらあら、ずいぶんやんちゃですね。
My goodness, she really does whatever she pleases.
ラプンツェルとノアを真似ていた。
She was mimicking Rapunzel and Noah.
お分かりのようですね。
That's right.
おそらくエデンとの戦いでよほどクイーンの印象に残ったのでしょう。明らかに彼女たちを参考にしています。
A wise man once said, I'll make it fit. NIKKE, no. The queen picked the ones who stood out most to her during the battle at Eden and modeled her heretics after them.
現在完成しているものは2体。もう1体が製造中です。
Two have been created and one is still in the making.
お前は何でも知っているな。
You know a lot.
何者だ？何が目的だ？
Who are you really? What's your angle?
私は新たなクイーンを望んでいます。
I want a new queen.
なぜだ？
Why? Mira looks at the lift.
今のクイーンが気に入らないからです。
Because I don't like the current queen.
信用ならないな。
You're hardly the trustworthy type.
とても大事な秘密を教えたのに傷ついてしまいますね。
That stings, especially after I shared such valuable intel.
あなたも私を信用するべきです。
You must trust me.
クイーンの雑用をしながら集めた貴重な情報をタダでお分けしているのですよ。
I've been doing all kinds of dirty work at the queen's side to obtain this precious information, and I'm giving it to you with no strings attached.
ああ、そこも引っかかる。
Yes, that's been bothering me too.
クイーンとお前はどういう関係だ？なぜここまでの情報を握っている？
What is your relationship with the queen? How do you know all this?
私は軌道エレベーターの改造にも 新世代ラプチャーとヘレティックの設計開発にも全てに関わっています。
Neil getting on the roof, the ladder kept sinking in the mud. That implies you tried. Now, bad. Headpant. I've had a hand in the overhaul of the lift, the design of the newborn raptures, and in the creation of the new heretics, of course.
なんだと。
What did you just say?
そんなに怖い目で睨まないでください。
Don't look at me like I'm the mastermind behind all of this.
私がクイーンに疑われれば反撃の機会は永遠に失われます。
Give it the old college try now.
他の情報源はないでしょうから。
If Queen grows suspicious of me, any chance of a counterattack is gone for good, since you'll lose your only source of information.
私は知っていることをすべてあなたたちにお教えします。
I'll tell you everything I know.
あなた方はその情報を利用しクイーンを倒せばいいだけです。
And you'll use that information to kill the Queen.
お前の言っていることが事実であればな。
Assuming any of what you're saying is true.
選択の余地があるとでも？
What other choice do you have?
信じるか信じないかはお好きなように。
Believe me or don't, that's entirely up to you.
正直なところ私にとって勝つのはどちらでも構わないのです。
Frankly, I couldn't care less whether you win or lose.
私は勝つ方につくだけのことですから。
I'll simply side with whoever wins.
迷いがなくて羨ましい限りですね。
How enviable to hold such clear convictions.
さあ先へ進みましょう。
Now, let's get moving.
何度も来られる場所ではありませんよ。しっかりと目に焼き付けておいてください。
This isn't a place you can visit often, so take in as much as you can. They're gonna get backstabbed so hard. I can feel it. Together on the blade's edge. Snow White and NIKKE follow along the path Mirror leads them down. They get into a few skirmishes of raptures, but they're a small scale. The commotion is not big enough to draw in additional raptures. Rose shares a brief exchange with Mirror, who nods at her words. Then Rose slows her pace and falls into step beside Snow White.
ちょっといい？
You're gonna stab her backside if you know what I may. Which one? Mirror or? It could be considered backstabbing if she openly says she'll be on the winner's side. It's considered backstabbing if she says she's leading them in a way that implies safety, then throws them to the raptors, like inside the base. Yes, all of them. Just yes. I don't think everyone is going to be privy to the fact of being backstabbed in that way, NIKKE. Mirror, maybe. She has a very big ass, by the way. I don't remember if I ever asked you, are you more of an ass man or a booba man? Though, I guess it doesn't matter in terms of Mirror because she's both. Now your face agrees. Oh. You activate Degen. Okay. Okay, I see. Booty. Oh, you're gonna love Mirror then. She is all ass. You also get the booba as a bonus. I think she has the biggest ass in the game. Definitely the biggest thighs. Booba is ton, booty is effort. True. That is very true. Can I talk to you for a moment?
やっぱりダメ？
Is this a bad time?
似ているな。
You look like her.
グレント。
Scarlet.
当たり前ね。同じ部隊だったんだから。
Of course, we were in the same squad after all.
近接戦闘用の量産型部隊。 だったか。
A skull that specializes in close combat, made up of mass-produced ninjas, right?
よく知ってたわね。昔のことを覚えてるの？
You remember all that. You have a good memory.
私にとっては最近のことだ。
Those are recent memories to me.
グレンはまだ生きている。脳だけだがな。
Scarlet is alive. Her brain is, at least.
今のエデンにはニケの製造技術がない。それさえ手に入れば復活できるらしい。
Eden currently doesn't have the technology to produce a NIKKE, but once that's secured, she can be revived.
気づいてたのね。
So you caught on.
ああ、
Yes.
グレンがよく話していた。
Scarlet often told me about her sister.
何のために帰ってきた？
Why did you come back to life?
私だってこうなりたかったわけじゃないの。
I...
ミラーが勝手にやったこと。
Thighs are a pleasure, arms are a specialty. I don't often see people mention arms. Especially for the ladies. Can't unsee Snow as a bigger Mellow now. Who is Mellow? Where's Mellow from? I didn't choose this. Mira revived me on her own.
なんだっけ。何でも切れる人が欲しかったとか。
Long story? FGO? What was it she said? Something about needing someone who could cut through anything?
わかってると思うけど、今はミラーの付き人みたいな感じ。
As you can see, I'm more or less her bodyguard right now.
何のために生き続けている？
Then what are you still alive for?
ずいぶんきつい言い方ね。
That's harsh.
お前はグレンに呪いをかけて死んだ。
Don't judge you? I wasn't judging. I was just going like, FGO. I don't know much about FGO myself, but I know quite a few characters from there. You placed a curse on Scarlet and died.
お前の思い通りになった。
Just as you intended.
なら、何の未練がある？
What unfinished business do you have left?
呪い？
Yeah, why are you alive? Damn. A curse.
そうだ、呪いだ。
Yoko, you can make a joke right now and don't be angry? What's the joke? Come on, lay on me. Yes, the curse.
グレンはずっと強くなることに縛られていた。
Scarlet was always obsessed with becoming stronger.
姉さんみたいに、姉さんだったら聞かれていないと思っていたようだが、いつ
Just
もつ
like
ぶやいてい
Rose.
た。
Or if only Rose were here. She was always muttering things like that, thinking no one heard her.
お前という呪縛はグレンに前へ進む力を与えた。結果的には生き延びるための役に立った。
And the curse he placed on Scarlet gave her the strength to push forward, and it all worked out in the end.
だが、それが姉のするべきことだったとは思わない。
But as her sister, that's not something you should have done.
その通りね。
You're right.
だから生きてるの。
That's why I'm still alive.
本当はどうせミラーに許されなきゃ死ねないし、気まぐれでいつ消されるかもわからないけど。
Strictly speaking, I cannot die without Mira's permission, and I could disappear at any moment on her whim.
とりあえず従って生き続けようと思ってるのは、
But the reason I'm obeying Mira and trying to stay alive
レンには一度もいいものをあげられなかった気がしたから。
is because I don't think I've ever given Scar any good. I guess you can say that Rose takes seeing through rose-tinted glasses, literally. Jumping off patio? No jumping off your patio. The joke that you said, you don't know the context, but it's kind of depressing actually. If you know what happened to Rose. It's very depressing.
レンのためなんて言いながら、部隊の仲間を手にかけた上に姉殺しをさせちゃったから。
I ruined the squad in the name of helping her and made her kill her own sister by her own hand.
本当ダメな姉だったと思ってる。
I've come to realize what a pathetic and awful sister I was.
だから何かしてあげたいと思ってるの。
No, you know what happened? You had to cope with it. Oh. Oh, you do know. Oh god. Wait, you're a NIKKE player. How long ago? Wait, how much NIKKE do you know? We laugh at Miser here in the Church of NIKKE. I want to make it up to her somehow.
生きてれば何かしてあげられる機会が来ることもあるんじゃないかと思って。
I thought if I kept living, maybe I'll get a chance someday.
まあ簡単にはいきそうにないわね。
But it's not easy.
してあげたことなんて一つもないから全然わからないの。
I've never done a single thing right by her, so I really don't know.
私がレンに何をしてあげればいいのか。
I don't know what I could ever do for her.
顔を見せてやればいい。
Why not meet with her?
それはダメ。
That will never happen.
今の私がレンの前に出てったところで何も助けてあげられないから。
Going up in front of Scarlet in my current state wouldn't do her any good.
とりあえず今は振り回されながら生き続けて。
I'll simply resign myself to the life I'm living.
チャンスが来たらレンにできることをしてあげて。
Do what I can for her if the opportunity arises.
あとは静かに消えるつもり。
Then I'll disappear quietly.
レンは今の私の状態を知ったらきっと助けようとするでしょ。
If Scarlet learned about the state I'm in, she would reach out without hesitation. Cause your heart already shattered with FGO, then you picked up NIKKE. Oh god, that's a horrible idea. I'm like, this is gonna be fun. Nope, broke your heart harder.
でも私は
You haven't been on lately because of life stuff, they're busy. That's fair enough. So you don't know what's happening right now. Because the thing with Scarlet's event, that was the New Year's event like a year or so ago. Was it 2 years ago at this point? No, it was 2 years ago. That one's old. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. Was it? I'm losing track of time. But it was during a New Year's event. Not a lot of people saw that one because a lot of people joined on the anniversary or the following anniversary. But the fact
もう
is,
折れた刃なの。
I'm a broken sword.
掴もうとする人を傷つけるだけ。
A blade that wounds whoever holds it.
だから
You get it, don't you?
わかった。グレンには言わない。
If she was the only reading material that made you cry, Scarlet's event was last year's. I'm losing track of the years, okay? I know the order of the events, I'm losing track of how long ago they were. We're on the 3.5 anniversary, you can't blame me. Very well, no one say a word to Scarlet.
安心したわ。
Thank you.
そうだ、せっかく会えたんだから。
Cons, you saw a lot of spoilers, so you got a gist of it, fair enough. For those who don't have context, though, in terms of who Rose is, she is Scarlet's sister, specifically the SBS version, back when they were first a squad, with a bunch of other mass-produced NIKKEs. Both Scarlet and Rose are mass-produced, which is why their bodies are easy to fix, but also very easily breakable. They are a melee combat unit. They use swords instead of guns, and they were basically an experiment unit by the government. And the whole point of their squad was a survival of the fittest. They were thrown into a horrible situation with no resources, basically. And whoever survived as the last standing NIKKE, was the one who got the privilege to join the Goddess Squad to help them against the fight between humanity and the Raptors during the first Rapture invasion. When the squad was first formed, they were told that whoever performed the best would join the Goddess Squad. They weren't told the fact that everyone else had to die. Yes, a NIKKE Battle Royale. And in the end, Rose took it upon herself to cause a rebellion, basically, within the squad. Drove everyone insane, including herself. Killed the commander that was in charge of their squad by covering her eyes, which is why she's wearing the eye mask. In his coat, it's a lot easier to cut through things when you don't see them, because everything feels the same if you cut through them in the end. And by doing that, it is illegal to kill your own commander or other humans as a NIKKE, therefore forcing Scarlet to kill her own sister and winning the Royale. TLDR, the government's horrible and the squad was a failure. SPS actually ended up joining the Goddess Squad because she was found by the Goddess Squad randomly wandering on the surface. Because what else is she supposed to do? And the reward, more fighting, exactly. The SPS basically got a bunch of mental trauma from it. Did she go through a mind switch because of it? No, that was for a different reason. But it was part of it. Our gacha games have so much trauma. Yeah. Yeah. But in terms of Rose, she is supposed to be dead. She doesn't have a core, which is the equivalent of a heart for NIKKE. She doesn't have a power source. She's being controlled by Mirror. Hence all the ragtagness in her design. I think her design looks really good though, in her reimage form. She's very zombified, I like it. Well, since fate brought us together like this, tell me more about Scar.
どういうきっかけで最強のゴッテス部隊に入ったのかとか。
And did she end up joining the Goddess Squad, the strongest squad there is?
それからどんな活躍をしたかとか。
And what has she accomplished since then?
いいだろう。
Alright.
だが、長い話になる。
It's a bit of a long story.
じゃあ、レンが主役のとこだけでいいわ。長話って嫌いなの。
Then keep it to the parts about Scar. I'm not big on long stories. The Light and Rose's voices echo around them, as Naita and Mirror walk on, listening.
仲良くなったようですね。
They seem to be getting along.
私たちをどこまで連れて行くおつもりです。
How far dost thou intend to lead us?
正直、敵陣のど真ん中をのんびり散歩というのは、私の性に合いませんね。
You think it's funny how there is no ugly woman in this universe, even for robots? There's actually a lore reason to that. Funny enough, there is a lore reason to that. Like in Resident Evil, where everyone is hot, ugly people don't survive on the apocalypse, you're doomed. Even Nemo is hot in our universe to some people, true. Let me finish up the scene, then I'll go over the lore reason, actually. I confess, this leisurely stroll through the heart of enemy territory does not sit well with me.
あと少しです。
Not much further now.
いずれにしても、それより先には進めません。
We wouldn't be able to go any further that way anyway.
今までずっとここに？
So thou hast been here all this time.
ええ。エデンでの戦いの後はほとんどこき使われていますから。
That's right. I've been here ever since Eden. There's work to be done after all.
私の分身を見かけませんでしたか？数十は侵入していたはずです。
Then didst thou not see my replicas? There ought to be been at the very least several score.
さて、 思い当たりませんね。
Beats me.
始末されたのでは？
Maybe they're all dead?
そうなればニンフは私のもとへ帰ってくるはずです。
When a replica doth perish, its nymph returneth unto me.
それが一つも戻らないというのに。
Such a thing has not occurred even once.
そうなのですか？
Is that so? This is a trap. The way she's reacting, she knows what happened to them.
残念ですが、やはりわかりませんね。
I haven't the faintest idea.
そうですか。
I see.
あれは健在で。
Is it still intact?
当然です。起動エレベーターが動かせるのですから。
Of course. That's why the lift is in operation.
超巨大コアは今も無事です。思ったほどの損傷もありませんでした。
The ultramassive core is very much intact. It is much better shaped than anticipated.
維持管理は誰が？
Who doth maintain it?
特に誰も。自動化されていますから。
It's left alone. It was designed to run itself after all. So what if we yoink that one? Because I'm pretty sure that one can replace the one in the Ark. Because I'm pretty sure the one in the Ark, that thing ain't gonna last long enough. That thing ain't lasting. If we're going to do massive destruction androids, might as well make them hot, like his more likable versus and something like that. No, actually, that's not the reason. That would be a funny reason, though. Check this for what he's talking about. What did he send me? Oh. You might be short, but she's dangerous. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I see it. She kind of looks like Snow's sister, if anything. Because she does have a... Snow has a small form. She has a younger form.
あなたの仕事だったのでは？
By you, I might add.
アークと起動エレベーターに配置された双子のコア。
The Ark and the lift each hold one of the twin cores.
どちらか一方が崩壊した瞬間、もう一方も崩壊する。
The moment either is destroyed, mutual destruction follows.
距離が近すぎても共鳴して同時に消滅する。
And in close proximity to one another, the resulting resonance would destroy them both.
とても手の込んだ設計です。
Then what happens if the one in the Ark dies? Wouldn't that one also die? So it took you a bit to find a safe for work pick, but you're an innocent being, let it be known. NIKKE, you just admitted to having countless not safe for work pictures of her. Be right back, fair enough. Quite the troublesome design.
そうなっていたことには何か理由があったのでしょう。
There was surely reason behind its design.
私たちはその意味さえ理解せぬまま軽率に未知の力を振り回してしまった。
Yet we failed to uncover that reason, and we erred in wielding forces unknowable in heedless fashion.
あらかじめ忠告しておきますが、共倒れはもうできません。
You did no such admittment, you did it indirectly. Just so you know, mutual destruction is not an option.
少し前ならそれも選択肢のうちだったかもしれませんが、
It might have been a viable choice in the past, but not now with the queen in the picture.
家を失った人類対クイーン。
Humanity stripped of its sanctuary against the queen.
どちらが勝つかは考えなくてもわかることです。
The outcome is obvious when you say,
分かっています。
this I know. Reinforcements. There are so many to go through. Are we finally seeing 4 beasts?
さあ、
No.
ここです。
Alright, this is as far as we go.
これ以上の接近はおすすめしません。
I don't recommend going any further.
発見される可能性がありますから。
We might get caught.
おかげさまで比較的安全にここまで偵察できました。
By your efforts, we come thus far without much great peril.
地理を事前に把握できただけでも大きな助けです。
I know to lay of the land beforehand shall alone prove of great service.
しっかり見ていってください。少しでも賞賛を生むために。
Take it on before you return. That's the only way you'll even stand a chance of winning.
今戦えば私たちが負けると言っているように聞こえるな。
Sounds like you're saying we'd lose if we fought now.
言うまでもないことでは。勝つための手がないのですから。
Of course, you have absolutely no chance of winning right now.
クイーンは戦力の増加に集中しているだけです。
You're lucky that the queen is focused on rebuilding her strength now.
もし今エデンとアークが襲撃されたら止められますか？
Do you honestly think you can stop her if she went after Eden and the Ark this very moment?
向こうがそうしているうちにあなた方も力を蓄えなければなりません。
While she gathers strength, you must do the same.
たとえどんな手段を使ってでも。
By any means necessary.
私にとっては得にならないことをしているのです。
I'm backing the losing side here.
クイーン側についた方が楽にことが運べるでしょうから。
Siding with the queen would make things so much easier.
それでもこうして骨を折っているのはあなたたちに勝ってほしいからです。
And yet, I'm going this far because I genuinely want you to win.
どうか失望させないでくださいね。
But please, don't disappoint me.
それなら言葉より手土産の一つでもくれたらどうだ。
Talk is cheap. Give us something useful to work with.
構いませんよ。ここまでご案内した理由でもありますし。
Fine, that's the reason I brought you here anyway.
そうか。
Rose?
はいはーい。
Alright. Rose heads to the corner, then proceeds to perform a peculiar sequence of steps.
なるほど。わざわざここまで案内したのはとっておきの踊りを披露するためだと。
Hassan brought us thus far merely that swordsword and might unveil some secret dance techniques.
初めてグレンと会った時はレッドフードがタップダンスをしていたな。
Come to think of it, Red Hood did a tap dance the day we first met Scarlet.
やっぱりこれ変えない？
I told you we should have changed this.
いい認証方法だと思いますが偶然見つかることもありませんし。
What's the harm? Besides, this way, no one will find out by accident either. The moment Rose completes her steps, the corner crackles to life. A human-sized container emerges.
光学偽装ですか。
Optical camouflage.
開けてもらえますか？
Would you mind opening it?
もう用心棒っていうよりただの雑用係ね。
Bodyguard. I'm nothing but an errand girl.
実体がないのですから仕方ないでしょ。
I have no physical body. I don't have much of a choice. Rose presses the button on the container. With a hiss, the contents are revealed. Steel legs clad in red.
レッドシューズ。
Red shoes.
私が保管していたものです。
I kept them safe, as you can see.
何かに使えないかと試してはみたのですがラプチャーとは技術的に相性が悪かったようです。
I tried everything I could to make replicas of them, but they don't seem compatible with Rapture technology.
持って行ってください。何かの役には立つはずです。
Take them. Perhaps they'll come in handy somehow. I feel like they're rigged. Because the red shoes, for those who don't know, is the thing on her legs. Those are her weapons as a NIKKE. She can kick like a truck. At least back when she had an actual body.
ええ、大きな助けになりそうですね。
So here's the thing. Red shoes by themselves is like a separate thing in fairy tales. You wear them, you dance forever to death. You thought it was an Iron Man reference. Yeah, all the Grimm's models are based off of Grimm's fairy tales. In terms of red shoes, if they wear them, they dance themselves to death. The other form of red shoes is Dorothy. Why do I get the feeling that eventually they're gonna repurpose red shoes for Dorothy? It would only make sense. But we need to figure out what's happening with Dorothy before any of that theory can even be possible. Because that implies she comes back to Eden, which, currently speaking, is not happening anytime soon. If ever. Because she was exiled from Eden. This shall prove of considerable aid.
でしょ?
That's what I thought.
それともう一点。そうか?
And take one more thing with you. Rose, if you could. Rose retrieves a small bag from inside the container and hands it to Snow White.
なんだこれは。随分と重いの。
What's this? It's really heavy.
ブレインシェルターです。
It's a brain shelter.
ブレインシェルター。
Brain shelter.
中身はリバーレリオ。
Libarlo's head is inside. She got Libby.
なんと
What?
何を考えていたのかは私にもわかりませんが、
I don't know what possessed Libellario or why.
リバーレリオはクイーンに人類との対話を持ちかけたのです。
But she proposed to the Queen a dialogue with humanity.
実は私も少し期待していました。2番目の娘とも言える存在の言葉ならわずかでも
I'll
考え
admit,
が揺さぶれるのではないかと。
I had some hope myself. I figured it might get through to the Queen even just a little, given it was coming from her second daughter.
ですが
But
クイーンは本当の怪物だったようです。
the Queen truly is a monster.
リバーレリオの言葉は全く届きませんでした。
Libarlo's words fell on deaf ears.
そもそも言葉を理解していたかどうかから疑わないといけませんが、
Although I honestly doubt dialogue was ever possible with her in the first place.
ともあれ愛する母にようやく会えて心から喜んでいた彼女をクイーンは首から引きちぎり、
She tore off Libarlo's head, frozen in ecstasy after meeting her beloved mother.
コアのある胴体だけを持ち去った後、頭は放り捨てられました。
She kept only the body that had the core, and tossed the head away like trash.
それを拾っておいたというわけです。
That's what I retrieved.
しかしヘレティックならばコアから再生できるはずでは。
Yet heretics possess the capacity for regeneration by means of their core.
コアは抜かれました。インディビリアと違い、一部を頭に移植しておくような小賢しい手は使わないタイプでしたから。
There's no core in her head. Unlike Indivilia, Libellario didn't do something as grotesque as implanting a core fragment in her head. That implies Indivilia did.
ですが脳は生きています。
But her brain is still alive.
人間もどきにはできるでしょう。
Is she gonna become a NIKKE? It should be enough to create a human imposter at the very least.
ただしそれもエデンに製造技術があればの話ですが。
Wait, are we gonna get a NIKKE Libby? Wait, how's that work? She's technically a heretic, but are those properties stuck to the core or her brain? Wait a minute. The heretic properties are in the core, so if we use the brain, she would become a NIKKE instead of a heretic. Okay, casting all that aside, there's a chance for her. There's a chance we get a new member of Counters. It's like a sub-member, like Marin. There's a chance. That is when Eden has the technology to do so, of course.
地上で100年近く因子狩りをしていたヘレティックの脳です。
She's a heretic who spent nearly a century slaughtering humans on the surface.
豊富な実戦経験とデータが収まっているでしょう。
Such vast combat experience must mean she'll have a wealth of information.
私の最高傑作の一つでもありました。
She's also one of my greatest works.
人間ボドキとして作り直しても損にはならないはずです。
So even turning her into a standard pseudo-human won't be a loss.
今は少しでも戦力が必要なはず。
We need every asset we can get, don't you think?
ではそろそろお送りします。
Alright, it's time for you to leave.
目につかないようにしているとはいえ長居しすぎれば疑われます。
We stuck strictly to inconspicuous routes, but if we stay too long, we're bound to get caught.
そうか。あとは任せました。
Lead them back safely, Rose.
私があまり留守にしていると怪しまれてしまいますから。
They'll start to suspect something if I'm away from my post for too long.
はーい。
Yes, yes.
まさに鬼の犬間にというタイミングでしたね。
I guess the saying's true. When the cat's away, the mice come out to play.
クイーンは不在だということですか？
The queen is not present at this moment.
ええ、
Yes.
新世代のラプチャーがダークマターを利用していることはお話ししましたね。
Remember how I mentioned those new raptures use dark matter as a power source?
その回収に出かけています。
She's gone to gather some. Oh, she went to find the four beasts.
4魔獣。
The Maleficent Beast Quartet.
そうです。
That's right.
ずいぶん頑張って集めているようですから、その横取りに。
She went to steal the dark matter that the four beasts painstakingly scraped together. Yeah, wonderful. Four beasts, two queens. They're gonna have a fight, aren't they? Also, before I forget, the lore reason as to why every NIKKE looks the way they does. It is dependent on what manufacturer you're under and what conditions you became a NIKKE, but most of the time, how it works is your appearance as a NIKKE is your ideal self that you want to be as a human. Mia, I've been turned into a cat. So let's say there's like a human girl. They have their ideal self when they're older. That's what they would become as a NIKKE. Or let's say there's like an older woman who volunteered her brain to be a NIKKE. Her ideal self is what she was like when she was younger. That would be their appearance as a NIKKE. But pretty look quite the same. Yeah, for some people, their ideal self is already what they look like. It's the same case for Annis. She didn't really change between being a human and turning into a NIKKE. For some people, they look exactly the same as they were as a human. For others, they change a little to a lot. Girls got some crazy self-esteem, exactly. It reveals a bit about the NIKKE's character based on how much they've changed. Of the counters, at least, Rappy, from her base form, like not Rappy Red Hood, but Rappy, she looks about the same when she was a human. Annis looks about the same. Aside from her booba and her ass becoming bigger. Neon's the one that changed a lot. Because from Stall 3 to Neon right now, they look like two completely different people. The only reason you can tell they're the same person, aside from the story, is the hair color and the eye color. Like, one good example in terms of ideal image is honestly Leader, because she used to be an old grandma when she was a human. People suspect that the little girl version of Leader that we got is her ideal self in terms of either when she was younger or just the ideal body to be doing construction work continuously and like making things for other people. Neon is like how Seltzer imagined herself all grown up and healthy. Exactly. But yeah, how NIKKEs and heretics look, that's like their ideal self. And most of the times I would imagine at least a girl or a woman does not imagine her ideal self to be ugly. So therefore everyone looks either good or beautiful. The only exception is mass-produced NIKKEs because they all look like each other. They're a carbon copy paste, like copy and paste version of NIKKEs. And that's what human brains that are considered lower quality are sent into. If they get upgraded to a better body, that becomes their ideal image. But mass-produced is the only exception. They all look like each other. Goddamn, now you love her more. A super model military. Okay, 4B, so what's happening over here? Are you ready? Yeah, there's nothing in particular I need to pack.
Bahamut wa?
What about you, Bahamut? I forgot what reading your dialogue was like. I, the incomparably clever Bahamut, am not yet finished preparing. I can't decide which book to take. What book? Don't you know? Books are nourishment for the mind, which you read upside down because you don't know how to read. No matter where one goes, books are an absolute necessity.
Bahamut.
Bahamut? Why are you always reading books? Knowledge is a weapon, Levi. One must always keep it sharp. Your knowledge is a weapon, alright. Something you sling around that leaves people dazed. That was a joke, Bahamut. Precisely. It's gratifying to be surrounded by fellows who truly understand. I'm surprised he actually agreed to help the young man. I promised him I would. And from what I hear, something major happened. Come to think of it, you visited Eden before, right? So you're already familiar with the place. Sure, I've been there before. But I doubt they'll welcome me with open arms. What did you do? Let's just say we got off to a rocky start. We're doomed. We'll be lucky if we don't get intercepted along the way. Well, the young man probably gave Eden a heads up already. We should be fine. Yeah, I guess it'll be fine. It'll be fine, right? Why, are you nervous? I mean, kind of. I don't blame you. We've kept to ourselves this whole time without dealing with anyone else whatsoever. If it weren't for Grave, that might still be the case. Still, we got along well enough with Anarchio's group and the young man's crew, even if it was only briefly. Eden won't be any different.
まあそうかも。
True, you're right. You're back and hey, it's Levy. She blew up on R34 so damn fast. I don't think the womb tattoo helped. Or her clothing choice. Or anything for that matter. I don't blame the internet looting the 4 beasts. Like, all of them. It makes sense.
知らないものと会えば誰しも不安を抱くものだ。
Like, I'm staring at Bahamut, and she's wearing a micro bikini on top of her, like, see-through skin suit. It's not much. And personality, brat tamers unite, exactly. First meeting jitters are perfectly natural.
しかし対話は進化の礎。
But conversation is the cornerstone of evolution. Are all of them saying that now? Thank you for the water. So the fact that Bahamut's machinery continuously vibrates, like, look at her booba. Stare respectfully, but look at her booba. She is continuously vibrating. I swear that are there motorbike engines on the back? I think so. Can't deny she is killing the little clothes she is wearing. Exactly.
新たな出会いは新たな対話を生み、新たな知識の交換につながるだろう。
New encounters beget new dialogue and exchange of new knowledge.
賢い私はすでに期待で胸がいっぱいだ。
I, the brilliant Bahamut, can hardly contain my excitement.
賢いバハムートの知識とエデンの知識が交われば新たな高みへと至れるだろう。
I await the magnificent moment my profound knowledge and Eden's converge. When they first introduced Bahamut in the trailer, everyone was drooling. Like, everyone thought she was gonna be a mommy. It turns out she's more so a derp. She's like the airheaded idiot of the group, and she's lovely.
本当にこいつも連れてくのか？話がややこしくなるかもしれねえぞ。
So the airhead more so is... Why am I forgetting her name? Zit. The airhead is more so Zit. Bahamut's more... the clumsy person who keeps messing up, but somehow it works out. He's like, yeah, okay, stream delay hurt you. It was mainly sticking to the derp. How much of what I just said is like me, Neko? Are we seriously taking her with us? I'd say a fight's liable to break out before long.
置いてくわけにもいかないでしょ。
Neko? We have to bring her. What choice do we have?
それよりあと2人は何してるの？
What's what taking those two so long? Yeah, where's Sits and the child?
やけに遅いな。
Yeah, they're running pretty late today. Sits lands from the air. The girl hanging from Sits' neck climbs down to the ground.
楽しい。
So fun.
新しい場所って楽しいでしょ？
Look at the time, need to walk the fish. Neka, I don't think your fish need walkies. Seeing new places is nice, isn't it?
楽しい。明日も新しいところ？
For those who don't know, only one is she's Kid Rappy. She was made from Rappy's body. This is what she looked like as a child. No new place tomorrow.
確か明日は私の番だったな。誰も行ったことのない場所に連れてってやるか。
She basically got 4 aunties here. Tomorrow's my turn, right? I'll take you somewhere completely new.
やったー。
Yay, yay. Are you okay, only one?
どうしたの？
What's wrong?
賢いバハムートが教えてやろう。この子には今睡眠が必要だ。
I, the erudite Bahamut, shall enlighten you. The child currently requires sleep.
抱っこ。
Hug me.
あ、うん。おいで。
Okay, come here. This wraps her arms around the girl. The girl buries her face into this chest.
ふわふわ。気持ちいい。
Fluffy, feels good.
え
Fluffy?
そう？
Really? Fluffy is the way to describe it. They make good pillows, though.
どうしよ
What do I do?
う。なんか涙が出そう。
Feel like I'm gonna cry.
どうしてよ。
What's wrong?
わかんないけど。
I don't know.
あんた、準備はできてんの？
Oh, she's gonna cry because the child's hugging onto her. Aww. Because the furry confirmed. Wait, how? How so? Eh? Are y'all packed?
準備って何の？
Packed for what?
今日出発するって言ったでしょ？
We're leaving today, remember?
エデンに行くんだっけ？
Oh, right. We were going to Eden.
すっかり忘れてた。
I forgot.
早く準備して。
Fuzzy and good pillows? Mine aren't fluffy or fuzzy. They're very soft. Hurry up and get ready.
私が抱っこしておいてあげるから。
I'll hold her.
あ、うん。
Okay.
ほら、おいで。
Alright, come here. Leviathan reaches out toward the girl nestled in Zit's arms. She stares silently at Leviathan. Her gaze travels down toward Leviathan's chest.
硬いからや。
Hard, no like. He just called her flat. If furries prefer, how do you call the ones with dragons or lizards, like you? You have scales and feathers. Well, you're a Draco. Like a Draco thing. I know it's Draco something. You're like a distant relative of dragons. It really depends on if you're in human form or dragon form, in terms of your question, Seb. But typically you don't have scales on the underside, so it'd be... Would it be soft? It'd be warm. You little brat.
ほらほらこっちだ。私が抱っこしてやるよ。
Come here, I'll hold you. You have scales on your hips? The girl settles into Behemoth's arms, tucks her head in, and nuzzles against her. Fluffy. Okay, so Booba is fluffy to her.
ふわふわで気持ちいいな。
Yeah, fluffy, isn't it? The girl turns her head and looks at Leviathan.
カチカチ。
Hard.
なんなの本当。
I swear I'll...
レビ
Levy.
何？
What? Bahamut looks at Leviathan, then nods silently.
わかるみたいな顔するんじゃない。ああ、イライラする。
Stop nodding like you've got some secret, it's annoying.
レビー。
Levy?
もう今度は何？
What is it?
準備できたんだけど。
Oh, I'm packed and ready.
行きましょう。
Let's go then.
女王様、もう寝ちまってるぞ。
But she just fell asleep.
起こさないように行きましょう。もし起きたら交代で巨大化して乗せてあげるしかないわね。
Let's be quiet then. If she wakes up, we'll take turns transforming and giving her rides.
そうしないと大騒ぎするし。
If we don't let her ride while we're transformed, she'll throw a fit.
わかった。
Okay.
なんかそれって交代で運転しながら旅行するみたいで楽しそう。
This is kind of fun. It's like taking turns driving on a road trip.
家族旅行ってやつだな。
This is a family trip, alright.
そうね。
Yeah. Before beasts walk on, Leviathan glances back. The White Ark, once a ritual space built for the creation of the Queen. A place that has since become their home. It was wrecked by Libolario, but even the process of restoring it was enjoyable. For some reason, Leviathan feels a twinge of regret.
また帰ってくればいい。私たちの家なんだからさ。
We'll be able to come back. It's our home after all. Yeah,
そうだね。
you're right. The four beasts continue onward. After walking for a long time, they stop. Before them stands the thing. It looks at them with a smile.
誰？あれ。
What is that?
人間もどきか。それにしちゃなんか雰囲気が。
Human imposter. Something feels of... The thing closes the distance in an instant. Her gaze locks onto the girl in Behemoth's arm. Behemoth reflexively turns and shields the girl. A thunderous roar echoes out. Behemoth collapses to her knees, the upper half of her body now missing. The girl, flung aside, lies on the ground staring at the lower half of Behemoth that remains. She crawls over and touches the core lying on the floor.
お姉ちゃん、お姉ちゃん。
Moth? Moth? The thing looks down at the girl and raises her foot. The fire ignites in the eyes of Leviathan and sits in Bahamut.
やめて。
Get your foot away!
なんなのよあんた。
What are you?
殺してやろう。
I'll pay for this. Black light bursts forth, staining the White Ark. Clean and clean. So Behemoth just got ripped in half instantly. Wonderful. Behemoth's been through so much.
お姉ちゃん。
This does not move. Her wings have been completely torn apart.
お姉ちゃん。お姉ちゃん。
Bahamut is motionless. Half of her body has vanished.
お姉ちゃん。お姉ちゃん。
B. I like her nicknames for her before. Leviathan's body is grotesquely contorted in several places. She writhes in agony.
お姉ちゃん。苦しいの？
Be hurt.
逃げて。
Run. Run. Go.
戦わない。
Don't fight.
逃げて。
Run away. Now. The thing steadies her breathing. She shakes off the dark matter clinging to her body. Her gaze sweeps across the four beasts scattered on the ground, then settles on the girl standing in her midst.
お前、
You,
悪い人。
bad girl. The ground beneath the girl begins to turn black. It continues to spread wider and wider. As Leviathan sinks into the blackness, she desperately shouts,
ダメ。戦っちゃダメ。
No, you mustn't fight. Run. The four beasts sink into the blackness created by the girl. Gigantic wings unfurl, and drill shafts and pincers rise up from the ground. She did this once before. If she takes a NIKKE or a heretic inside of the black matter, she could use their abilities. What the fuck just happened? So, little Rappy, the child, the only one, she is made up of dark matter, incarnate, more or less. And she can absorb other beings into the black matter. They don't die. Apparently it feels like you're getting hugged if you're in the black matter, but she can use their abilities. Because she is also a queen. She is a rapture queen that the 4 beasts have made. In a very interesting fashion, mind you. For those who don't remember or don't know, only one was created by combining black matter, Rappy's old body that was discarded around the start of the story, and the commander's come. The white Vapus. Isn't the short white hair girl dead as fuck? I'm pretty sure. So the thing with the 4 beasts, if they bathe in dark matter long enough, it's basically healing. It has healing properties for them. So they'll be fine, most likely. As long as their core and brains are intact, it should be fine. The thing charges forward. Massive arms surge up from the ground and launch into the thing's legs. You mean the girl that tore apart Lev? Oh, you mean Little Eyes. Yeah, Little Eyes is dead. That's her body. She's been controlled by the Queen. The Queen fused with Little Eyes' body. Little Eyes is dead. The Queen isn't. That's technically the Queen 001. She took over her body. The short white-haired girl that you see right now, that's the Rapture Queen. Yeah. She tries to shake them off, but cannot, for their strength is tremendous. The girl's pincers strike ferociously at the immobilized thing. The thing staggers, then tears off the hands gripping her with sheer force. She catches the thing's pincers and twists. With a sickening crunch sound, the pincers warp and shatter. The thing drives her fist into the girl's torso. Part of the girl's upper body disappears with a thunderous boom, but it regenerates almost instantly. A massive pillar is summoned. Simultaneously, another swarm of arms rises up once more. The thing takes her stance. The girl lashes out with her pillar and arms, with a ferocity that could tear her opponent asunder. Meanwhile, the thing wildly throws her fists, intent on pulverizing anything in her path. The girl's dark matter and the thing's fists collide over and over. Shockwaves ripple outward. The Citadel Ark's buildings tremble and the ground splits open. The fierce stalemate continues until the balance is broken by the thing. A low kick aimed at the girl's legs tears them clean off. The girl crumples to the ground, her legs gone. The thing rains down punches from above. Under the barrage of fists, the girl panics. It was something she has never felt before. Hurt. Black light erupts. The thing looks up at the black spire that has suddenly risen before her. Beams of light pour down from the spire, and black thorns rain down like a storm. The thing swiftly evades the projectiles, but it's useless. There are simply too many of them. A beam catches her in the torso and sends her staggering. The attacks that have been spreading in all directions now concentrate solely on the thing. For the first time since inhabiting this body, the thing adopts a defensive stance. Beams of light and black thorns crash down upon her. After raining down attacks for a long while, the girl looks downward. The thing is on one knee, staring up at her. Die. Massive pincers, pillars, and drill shafts burst from the spire, all of them pointed downward. The thing looks up at the colossal black spire looming before her. She shifts her gaze to her own body, then back at the spire, and back to herself. Fury spreads across her face. At that moment, Leviathan comes flying out of the black spire. Stop! Enough! No more fighting! V. The girl points at the thing. Bad girl. Die. No, don't kill her. You don't need to do that. Leave the fighting to us. Just stop. Context. The four beasts promised to raise her properly, because she is technically the commander and Rappy's child. All I have to do is sneak by some grilled fish, hitch rides on us, and go for walks. Just snuggle up and sleep in her arms. You don't have to fight. She hurt you. Bad girl. We're fine. We're not hurting anymore. But don't. Let's just go. Let's go, okay? Okay. The black spire disappears and the four beasts are left floating in midair. That's... yeah. Its wings spread wide. She carries everyone and quickly takes flight. The thing watches them go with fury etched across her face. Wait, so you're saying only one can actually defeat the queen? Because there's one disadvantage that the original queen has. Yes, she has Lilo-Wise's body, but she can no longer transform. She is stuck in a NIKKE's body. That's the advantage that only one has. She can transform. He almost died back there. Yeah, even after transforming. What was that thing? It looked like a pseudo-human. It certainly had the appearance of one. But it was unbelievably strong. What even was that thing? Even I, the ever-astute Bahamut, cannot say. Moth? Moth? Yes, yes, you saved us. Thank you. I scolded bad girl. No more fighting though, okay? No. Don't you dare do it. Now. What the? This kid is getting more defined by the day. Who hurt my sisters, I'll kill them all. Don't like you hurting. Don't like bullies. She's so wholesome. And murderous. All the same, I don't want you fighting. Please, okay? Maybe. The girl has fallen asleep in Leviathan's arms. Leviathan looks down at her with a troubled expression. Levi? Yeah?
なんで戦っちゃダメって言うの？
Why are you telling her not to fight?
だってものすごく強いでしょ。さっきだって勝てたかもしれないし。
She's so strong. She might have won that fight earlier.
わかってる。強かった。信じられないくらい。
You're right. She is strong. Unbelievably so.
じゃあどうして？
Then why?
我が子を戦争に出して喜ぶ親などいるものか。
No parent wishes to see her child fighting.
それはそうかもしれないけど。
Oh, well, I guess that's true.
でも戦わないと解決しないことだって私たちにはいっぱいあるし。
But there are times when fighting is the only solution.
最低でも自分の身を守るためぐらいなら。
At least to protect ourselves.
レビー、考えてることを聞かせてくれよ。
Levy, tell me what you're thinking.
この子が強いのは分かってる。それも桁違いに。
She's strong. Too strong.
力ずくでほとんどどんな問題でも解決できるくらい。
With her power, she could probably solve most things.
欲しいと思ったら何でも自分で手に入れられる。多分どんなものでも。
She could take anything she wants, without exception.
感情を抑える必要だってないでしょ。力ずくで何でも押し通せるんだから。
You won't even need to control her emotions. She could just unleash them alongside her power.
でもダメなの。
But that can't
そうさせ
happen.
ちゃ。
It mustn't.
欲しいものができるたびに力ずくで手に入れるなんてことずっと続けさせたら、
If she repeatedly uses her power every time she wants something,
きっといつか本物の怪物になっちゃうから。
you'll turn into a real monster.
それじゃダメだって言いたいんだな。
But why not?
どうしてこいつを化け物にしたくねえんだ。
Why don't you want her to become a monster?
力を正しいことだけに使わせるってセイレーンと約束したからか。
Is it because you promised Siren her power would only be used for good?
それもあるけど。
That's part of it.
作っちゃったのは私たちだから。
That kid, we made her.
この子の意志とか関係なく私たちが生み出しちゃったものだから。
She had no say in her creation.
一方的にそうしておいて
After selflessly bringing her into this world,
私たちのために力を使えなんて言えないじゃない。
we can't ask her to use her powers for our sake.
私たちに都合のいい怪物になれなんて言いたくないじゃない。
We can't ask her to become a monster for us.
なのに
No, she's crying. But, damn it.
なんで泣くの？
Why are you crying?
戦わせたくなかっただけ。
I didn't want her to fight.
私たちは仕方ないけど
I don't know if we're even capable of it.
この子だけは戦うことなんて考えないでいい世界で生きてて欲しかっただけ。
I want her to live in a world where none of that exists.
私たちの子には辛い思いなんてせずに。
She's the child we created. I want her free from all of that.
ただ楽しく生きていて欲しかっただけ。
I just want her to live happily.
でも結局
But in the end, the girl wakes up. She lifts her head to look at Leviathan.
お姉ちゃん
V,
泣かないで。
don't cry. She reaches out and wipes Leviathan's tears.
そういうことされるから余計に涙が出ちゃうの。
This is why I keep crying. The kid's too wholesome.
いい子に育つさ。
The child will grow up right.
絶対ならねえよ。化け物なんて。
He won't become a monster. Ever.
私たちで頑張ろう。
Yeah,
きっとできるよ。
We can do it. Let's make sure of that.
化け物とそうではないものの違いは何かわかるか？それはすなわち知識があるかないかだ。
Do you know what distinguishes a monster from something that isn't? It's the presence or absence of knowledge.
賢いバハムートがこの子にあらゆる知識を授けてやろう。責任を持って立派な知識人にしてみせる。
I, in all my astonishing wisdom, will impart all my knowledge onto this child. I shall personally see to it that she becomes a person of intellect.
やばいぞ。ダメそうな気がしてきた。
She's doomed. I can already tell this is going to end badly. Swords and wings. I think it's the halfway point. Yeah, after swords and wings, that's the halfway point. I don't know when it switches into the arc, but once we see the arc, I think that's where we're gonna cut it off until the next half of chapter 46. Let's see what this is. We're still on the surface, okay. Means I'm assuming all the surface content is Eden and the poor beast, and the arc half is the stuff of Dorothy. We'll save the Dorothy stuff for next time. Because we are nearing 3 hours.
ずいぶん思い詰めた顔ね。
Which implies this whole thing is gonna take 6-ish hours, if not longer. You look like you have a lot on your mind.
ええ、まあ少し。
Well, indeed.
ミラーの思い通りになってるから。
Feeling pushed around by Mirror.
仕方ないでしょ。あなた自身も分身をたくさんなくしてるし。
It can't be helped. You lost so many of your clones since that day.
あなたの仲間もかなり力を削られた。
All of you lost a great deal of strength.
クイーンは最初からやり直すことにしただけ。
Meanwhile, the queen got a clean slate.
ミラーはその隣にくっついて全部を見てる。
And Mirror's been glued to her side, watching everything unfold.
情報収集に差が出るのは当然じゃない？
There's bound to be a gap in our intel, don't you think?
ミラーはあなたたちの実力を知りたがってる。
Mirror wants to see where things are at for all of you.
クイーンに対抗できる力があなたたちにあるのか。
Whether you truly have the power to stand against the queen.
対抗？違うの。私たちはクイーンを抹殺する。
Stand against her. No, we're going to kill her.
それが口先だけの話じゃないよねってこと。
She wants to make sure it's not all talk.
もしそうできる力が本当にあると見たら、
If you have what it takes to be the ones to kill the queen.
ミラーは今みたいか、もしかしたら今以上に力を貸そうとするはず。
Mirror will offer her even more help than she does now.
でもそうじゃないって見たら、
But if you're not,
手のひらを返してクイーンにつく。理解しています。
no doubt she shall cleave to the queen's side without a moment's hesitation. That much I know.
だから失望させないようにして。
Right, so don't disappoint her.
やり方は陰険だけど、能力はあるやつだから。
She's devious, but incredibly capable.
味方につけておいた方がきっと何かと有利でしょ。
Having her as an ally is always an advantage.
今日は随分とお声が聞けるようですね。
Art thou not speaking rather too much?
心配しないで。私に見送りさせたのも多分このためだから。
No, don't you worry. Mir probably sent me to see you off just so I'd tell you all this.
そういう趣味らしいの。自分の考えを誰かに代わりに言わせるのが好きみたい。
She loves making others do the talking for her.
黒幕的な存在になりたいっていうのかしら。ほんと悪趣味でしょ。
She fancies herself a puppet master pulling strings from the shadows. She's devious to the core, that Mir.
そこは同意しかできませんね。
On that I concur.
なゆた、
Naita?
私ですか？何か。
What trouble with thee?
ミラーとお前の関係を説明してくれ。
Explain how you came to know this mirror.
私たちを助けると言っていたが、あれはほとんどラプチャーの頭脳役だ。
She says she's helping us, but she's more like a Rapture strategist than anything else.
リバーレリオを作ったとも言っていた。かなり昔から活動していたに違いない。
But now she talks about creating Liberario. She's clearly been around for a long time.
つまり人類を相当殺したはずだ。
That means she had a significant hand in humanity's destruction.
なぜお前はそんなものと協力している？
How did you end up allied with something like that?
難しい質問ですね。
What a predicament.
適当に答えれば見逃してもらえますか？
If I were to lie, wouldst thou let it pass?
ああ、嘘でも信じよう。
Fine, I believe it even if it's a lie.
もっと難しくなりましたね。
But an even greater predicament is this.
事情は単純です。
'Tis a simple enough tale.
クイーンを打ち倒す方法を求めて、私の分身が地上を探し回っていた時、
When mine replicas did roam the surface in great numbers, seeking a means to fell the queen,
ミラーの方から接触してきたのです。
that's young Lady Mirror who first approached me.
近くにいたラプチャーをけしかけてきて、侵食作用のある針を刺されました。
By means of a nearby rapture, she did drive a corrupted thorn into me.
何？
What?
幸い、私はニンフの扱いには人より長けていました。
Fortunately, I am possessed of some small skill in the handling of nymph.
わずかの侵食であれば、汚染されたニンフのみを切り捨てることで対処できます。
Should the corruption be minor, I may address it by excising only the corrupted nymph.
大量の情報と引き換えになるという問題はありますが、完全な汚染は避けられますから。
The drawback is that much information is thereby lost, yet I at least evade utter corruption.
その様子を見ていたミラーに取引を持ちかけられました。
Young Lady Mirror witnessed this and did propose a deal.
無数の分身や侵食を治療する力を見て、侮りがたい存在だと思われたのでしょうね。
Having observed mine replicas that did linger nearby in the treating of my corruption, she divined the extraordinary nature of my ability and put forth her proposal.
彼女から持ちかけられた話は、協力してクイーンを倒そうというものでした。
Just a deal to strike down the queen together.
私は知っていました。ミラーがどのような存在か。
I knew full well the sort of being young Lady Mirror was.
人類にとっていかに危険な存在か。人類にどれだけの苦難をもたらしたか。
How
よ
grave,
く理解していました。
how grave a threat she doth pose to humanity. How much suffering she hath wrought.
その上で手を組むと決めました。
Even so, I joined hands with her.
なぜだ？
Why?
彼女の持つ情報がそれほど貴重なものだからです。
I coveted the knowledge too greatly to forgo.
いくら無数の分身があると言っても、ラプチャーの内部事情まで探ることなどできません。
However many replicas I may possess, there is no means of learning the Rapture's inner affairs.
協力の甲斐あって知れるはずもなかったことを知ることができました。
Thus I joined hands with her, and much was brought to light.
その選択に罪の意識がなかったかと問われれば、
But
また別の話になりますね。
it would be falsehood to claim I felt no self-reproach over that decision.
いずれにせよ、私は勝つために手段は選ばぬ覚悟でしたから。
Plant respectfully. You know what? Fair enough. The respectfully part, fair enough. Even so, to secure victory, I shall stoop to any deed.
それがたとえどんな手であろうと。
Any deed whatsoever.
手段は選べと抗議されるかと思いましたが、お静かですね。
I thought thou wouldst speak of the path to victory, yet thou dost refrain. How unexpected.
それでお前は平気なのか？
And are you sure you're okay?
わかった。それならお前の選択を尊重する。
Very well. I respect your decision.
かたじけない。
Many thanks.
はい、到着。
We're here.
ここから地下トンネルを通っていけば脱出できるはずよ。
There's an underground tunnel from this point that'll get you out quickly.
気をつけて帰って。あと、もしレンの目が覚めても私のことは絶対に教えないでね。
Stay safe, and if Scarlet happens to wake up, don't mention me.
当分先のことになりそうですが、覚えておきましょう。
That matter will not be resolved so swiftly, but very well.
お二人とも一刻も早く脱出してください。
All of you, get moving.
エゴビスタに鍵つけられ。
Ego Vista has caught your Damn it. The sound of something tearing through the air echoes from the distance and rapidly approaches. Yoko, what is throne? Oh, you don't need to look at the throne. If you're actually curious, Throne is a website where traders can put up like what they want in terms of stuff that they'd like to get. It's like a wish list of sorts from several different stores that you can compile. For the purposes of me and what I'm using that for, I think it only has like one thing that people can select from a wish list, but it's for if anyone wants to send me something funny. Throne is a way to do that without like spreading private information. Think of it like a PO box in a way. But don't look at the throne. Don't send me anything. Use money on yourself, not me. The whole entire description I have on Throne is based around that. Don't send me stuff. Why are you looking at that page? Buy me a new plant pot. The sound of something tearing through the air echoes from the distance and rapidly approaches.
何の音でしょう。
What sound be that?
はあ、面倒なことになったわね。
This complicates
とりあえ
things
ずなんとか避けて。
on so many levels. Let's evade for now.
何かわからないと避けようがない。
Just kidding, your broke ass can't buy anything either way. You get a head pad sub, but save money for yourself. Especially if you're broke. We can't exactly run from something if we don't know what it is.
いいから何でも。
Just run. Something enormous slams down. The ground split, then nearby buildings collapsed. Snow White stares at the massive wall blocking her way. A towering wall, smooth and flat. The wall slowly lifts, revealing its end. It tapers gradually to a point.
剣か。
A sword.
剣。武器ですか。これが。
A sword. A sword, you say? This. The gigantic sword swings again. This time it comes down to aim directly at Snow White. 7 dwarves unleashes fire. An explosion hits the descending blade, knocking it off course. Snow White quickly takes a higher ground. Beyond the dust cloud, the vague silhouette of a giant approaches slowly.
あの距離から斬撃を。
Sword strike. From that distance. Snow White stands ready with 7 dwarves, waiting for the dust to clear. As the dust thins, the giant silhouette appears. A wide-brimmed hat, a single sword, wings on her back. Snow White stares vacantly at the form, an unmistakable imitation of someone. Just like Altruia, this doppelganger before her provokes a great sense of rage in her. This is sacrilege. A desecration of her comrades who risked their lives in battle. Snow White's eyes blaze as she clenches her teeth. Without any further hesitation, she unleashes her attack.
覚悟するがいい。
I'll kill you.
すべて消してやる。
Kill every single one of you. There you go, Vista. The fusion of Scarlet and Isabel. Wonderful. Every time you buy yourself a hot dog, you wonder if you can recover from that financial decision. If you're at the point where you're questioning if you can eat food, that's a bit concerning. I get the feeling this is the last... Hello, ma'am. I get the feeling this is the last surface scene. Because the boss on the surface content was Ego Vista, so the rest of the scenes may be the arc. We'll see. But hello, ma'am. For the desecration you are, you look fine. Who the fuck are you, big hat miss? Someone who looks very toxic. All those are eyeballs. Talking about looking Oh god, she has the haughty voice. She has the egotistical voice. I guess the name fits. Splendid. Truly splendid. Never have I fought so earnestly, not since the day of my birth. No, admittedly, I am newly born into the world.
不愉快だ。
Stop laughing.
グレンとイサベルの武装。
Young Lady Scarlet and Young Lady Isabel's weapons.
拍手でも送ってやりたいところ。あいにくと腕が一本しかない。
I would fain give thee applause at last. I only have but one arm. Most vexing. She even has her language. She has the old E language.
代わりに口で音を出そう。それで観念してくれ。
I shall clap with my mouth instead. Thou shalt have to make do.
パチパチパチ
She is so slappable. I think that's the point.
狂っているな。
You lunatic.
しかし、この姿になると切れ味が落ちてしまうな。
I must confess, transforming doth dull the pleasure of the slice of mine blade.
生クラを叩きつけている気になる。
It's less like a cut and more like a bludgeoning.
この身で切ってこそ、刃の手応えを感じられるというの。
Only in this body can I truly feel the joy of cutting something down.
この体は出来損ないだな。
A poorly made thing, this body. Snow White always throws hands with the most impotent looking enemies. Imponent. Imponent. Impotent. Imposing? Snow White fires a barrage of missiles. Oh. Ego Vista's arm detaches. The sword it's holding lashes out like a whip. With precise cuts, it slices through the incoming missiles before they can even explode. Imposing. Okay. Now I see a huge robot goddess the size of a building. Fuck it, we ballin'. The sword then swings towards Snow White's head. Snow White tilts her head slightly, evading the strike.
おっと失礼。爆弾だけを落とすつもり。つい。
My apologies. Toss of reflex. My aim was merely to deflect the explosives.
だが、工場を遮って仕掛けてきたお前にも落ち度はあろうな。武士道に外れる行いだ。
Still learning, you get a head pat, Seb. To be fair, though, for the most part, like, just looking at chat without knowing, you blend right in with the English speakers. Just saying. And honestly, some English speakers make more typos than you. So I think you're doing well. Impotent is for a dick, isn't it? Yes. It's one of the uses for that. That word can be used in terms of the dick, yes. Though thou art not blameless either, attacking in the midst of conversation. Does such conduct not violate the way of the sword?
信じられませんね。どう見ても狙っていたようですが。
Fairest of falsehoods, 'tis plain to any soul that strike was aimed with intent.
いやいや、間違いだったと言ったであろう。
Nay, nay, that's a mere mishap, as I said. Vista vanishes, then lands between Naida and Snow White.
不意打ちは増えてないだろう。
Ambushes are not my specialty. The sword swings wildly. Naida and Snow White both block and evade, but are grazed and sliced.
なんと。
Blast. Precisely refined close quarters combat. Neither Snow White nor Naida have experience against a sword-wielding opponent. They couldn't have. Against Raptures, gunfights are the standard. Some Raptures do engage in close combat, but their attacks are nothing more than straightforward physical aggression. But Vista plays mind games. She targets blind spots and vital points. Naida knows self-defense, but not at a level to face a master like this. Against a master of the blade, neither can mount a single counterattack. Sword meets sword. Rose blocks Vista's strike.
ああ、何かと思えばミラーの操り人形。
Well, if it isn't Mir's puppet.
これは一体どういう了見だ？
What exactly dost thou think thou art doing?
さあ、剣の使い手なんて久しぶりに見たから血がたぎったのかもね。
Who knows? Perhaps facing a sword wielder after so long stirred my spirit.
血など流れてもいないであろう。たわけたことを申すな。
A hollow husk with no blood to boil. What rubbish doth thou speak?
そう？人間の真似はお互い様でしょ？
Rich words coming from something that imitates humans. Their blades clash. From a distance, Mirror watches.
いけませんね。
This is no good.
ここまで一方的に押されるなんて。
They really are completely helpless.
いくら戦力が半減していると言っても、
Even with half their forces remaining,
新世代のヘレティック一体にこんな苦戦をするようでは。
they're struggling this much against a single newborn heretic.
アルトルイヤの撤退も妙な要因が絡んだだけのようですし、
Alturia's retreat was likely due to that strange wall.
新世代ラプチャーの性能は向上を続けていますし、
These new raptures will just keep getting better.
クイーンもすぐにダークマターを持ち帰ってくるでしょうし、この程度の力では
The Queen will secure the dark matter, and those half-baked things aren't going to pose an obstacle to her.
エデンは壊滅したばかりですし、アークが動く気配もない。
Eden is still devastated, and the Ark shows no sign of mobilizing.
それにマリアンの因子もクイーンの手の中。
Going to finish Borderlands 3 BRB? Fair enough. Hopefully that goes well. After that, Mary Jean is now in the Queen's hands.
やはりやむを得ませんね。
I've decided.
時間をかけた計画は惜しいですが、規格外のクイーンを呪うしかありません。降下した時点で終わっていたのでしょうか。
It's a shame to abandon everything I've invested. But the Queen is on a whole nother level. Perhaps her descent was the problem from the start.
仕方ないことです。
There's no other choice. Here's the thing, Mirror doesn't know about only one. If she knew, this'd be a different story. I kinda want to see her downfall, though. Don't pull for Neon in my absence. Fair enough. Thank you for the reminder.
他に
This
方
is the
法が
right
ないの
call.
ですから。ああ、 でもやはりもったいない。手放したくありませんね。
What a waste.
マリアンもアークも未練が残ってしまいます。
Both Marion and Ark. That's just shame.
今までどれだけの労力をかけてきたか。
After all that effort I put in.
クイーンが新しいボディを手に入れてしまったことが誤算でした。
The Queen obtaining a new body was the deciding factor.
あれさえなければ今頃手が届いていたはず。
Otherwise, she could have been stopped.
まあ時間はいくらでもあります。
Right, time is infinite.
いずれ来る次の機会を待ちましょう。
I'll just have to look for the next opportunity. With a quiet crack of static, Mirror vanishes. Rose and Ego Vista's blades clash in a flurry of exchanges. They're evenly matched, but one side begins to falter. The difference in physical specs is overwhelming, but the difference in swordsmanship is overwhelming enough to cancel it out. Rose drives Ego Vista back.
これは信じられぬ。
Possible? How?
武士道とか言ってた？実力がついてなきゃ虚しいだけよ。
You were going on about the way of the sword. You should know how meaningless ideals are when they're bereft of power.
小ザクは抜け殻が。
Silence, thou empty husk! Ego Vista swings her blade in desperation. Her movements are wide and sweeping, the kind that happens when emotion overtakes the body. Rose ducks and raises her blade. All she needs to do is lightly deflect and charge forward to pierce the core.
やっぱり剣術じゃ連が一番ね。
As expected, nothing beats Scar's swordsmanship. Ego Vista's blade drives deep into Rose's upper body. Rose collapses.
惜しかっ
A pity.
た。剣が古すぎたか。受けきれずにへし折れてしまった。
The sword was too worn, too frail to endure mine strikes.
こんな決着のつけようでも拙者の腑にも落ちぬ。
That it should end thus. I find it nothing short of regrettable. Snow White levels her gun at the stunned Ego Vista. She glances toward Naita to call her for backup, but sees her staring into the distance, her face frozen in horror.
なんた
You're undone,
るなんたること。
just as I feared.
やはり下道と手を組むべきではなかった。
We ought not have joined hands with an outsider. Snow White follows Naita's gaze. Dozens of glowing red orbs of light hurtle toward Naita.
マントラ。
Mantra. The thunderous roar echoes in the distance, sending vibrations rippling through the air. The sound slowly draws closer.
ナユタ、どういうことだ？
Naita, what's happening?
マントラに乗って逃げてください。一刻も早く。
Mount mantra and make haste. Retreat, I say.
ナユタ、
Naita,
私の分身が死ねばニンフは私の元へ戻ります。
when my replicas perish, their nymph returns onto me.
行方の途絶えていた分身が全てたった今始末されました。
The scores of replicas whose whereabouts were lost here have failed.
侵食された状態で。
They've met their end while afflicted with corruption.
なら、あの光は。
And those lights.
侵食とはニンフの汚染。あの光は。
Corruption of nymph. That light yonder.
あの光は汚染された私のニンフです。避けることはできません。
Mine own nymph, not corrupted. It comes for me. There's no evading it.
それではお前が。
Then you
構わず早く行ってください。
go at once. No more words. You go to bed. Don't forget to clean your chair. What do you mean clean my chair? Hopefully you have a good EP. Have a good rest, Neko. Mantra crosses through the wall. Snow White hesitates. She locks eyes with Naita.
ご心配なく。奥の手はいくつもあります。
Fret not. I beseech thee. There's no shortage of what may replace me.
わかった。
Understood. Snow White mounts mantra. The beast gallops off. Snow White's gaze turned to the fallen Rose. Ego Vista stares at the ground as if dejected. While Mantra gallops on, Snow White bends down to lift the battered Rose. With Snow White and Rose aboard, Mantra leaves the area in an instant. Oh, she took Rose! Naito watches ominous red lights converging on her mirror. You know what I meant. Fair enough. I'm innocent, though. I'm more innocent than you. Okay, so Snow White has Rose's body, Libby's head, and Red Shoes' weapon. That can be remade into a weapon for someone else. Libby can be revived, and technically Rose's brain is still working if she has a conscious. It's her core that's missing. But shouldn't she be brain dead without the core powering her for that many years? Unless Mirror revived her instantly after she died. We don't know the time frame of when Rose was reanimated, so her brain might still be working. She might be able to be revived as a NIKKE, depending on the condition of her brain. Though the core is missing, so her body can't be reused. We might get 2 new allies. And an upgrade of someone, eventually. Okay. Things shall not unfold according to thy will. Naito presses her palms together, light bursts from her body. Though mine original self be forfeit here, there is no want of replicas to succeed me. Yuvista's blade smashes into Naito's face, sending her tumbling across the ground. Naito's vision swims as she is struck by the flat of the sword. Self-destruction? How terribly boring. Mirror. I've had my eye on you for quite some time. There's no better material for a puppet than you. I've always coveted you for that. I should mention about your clones. I've already taken care of them, in case things came to this. Injecting corruption directly into your body would be pointless. You would only cure yourself. But even you cannot withstand this much corruption being planted into your nymph. Traitorous scum. Don't look at me like that. I believed in you and cooperated with you in good faith. But I'm simply too disappointed. Please know that my feelings were genuine before. You vile wretch. I swear I shall. Sorry, but you should know. I'll do whatever it takes to win too. The red light enters Naito's body. He struggles, but goes still after a moment. A short time passes. The red-eyed monk rises to her feet. How do you feel? This is exactly why corrupted puppets are so boring. Oh well, I'll just have to make do with your performance.
とりあえずあなたの分身をすべてここに呼び寄せてもらえますか？
Now then, could you call all your clones here?
前からやってみたかったことがあるんです。
There's something I've been wanting to try for some time. The red-eyed monk sits cross-legged and closes her eyes. Light rises upward. Watching that light, Mirror smiles. Well, now I just screwed. In a way, she kind of deserved it. After working with Mirror for so long, she knew she was gonna get backstabbed. If she didn't see that coming, that's on her. Complicated feelings. Okay, this has to be the start of the arc part. A few days later in Eden. No, it's not. Okay, so... Complicated feelings agitator is a past best left untouched. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here for now, though. It's kind of left a cliffhanger in terms of what Snow White's gonna do with all that, but I think that wraps up the mirror side of things for now. I feel like everything else is either Eden or the arc, so it's a good place to pause. So note to self, continue from here. Complicated feelings. I will forget that, but the bot exists for a reason. Done. Welcome back, then. Stoop Bullhead has been corrupted. And Snow White now has Rose's body, speaking of Snow White, Red Shoes' weapon, and Libby's head. Hopefully Eden can help them, but that's where we're gonna pause for now, because everything else is either gonna be Eden with the 4 beasts and Johan, Cecil, or the arc in terms of Dorothy and Dovan, because that was also left as a cliffhanger. But since you're back, we still have a 10 pull to do. Please, for the love of God, manifest Neon. I need her. You came back in the perfect time. How many pulls would this be? 200. This would be 270. And still no Neon. If I get another Pilgrim, I will crash out. You manifest her? Please, do. It'd be hella funny if she actually comes. I know. I expect purple. We'll see. Is the game gonna entertain us? No. The game isn't gonna entertain us. The game doesn't like me. Yep. She's not even in here. Okay, I'm gonna have to rely on the free pulls every day. Doesn't like you either. He just needs an incentive. I'm gonna have to rely on the free pulls. If that doesn't happen, I have the mileage. But 270 pulls and nothing. I got a few random SSRs that are kinda useful. I got a copy of Libby, I got a copy of Snow White, and I got a copy of Cindy that I can't use. 3 Pilgrims. Technically, I am lucky, but at the same time, I didn't get Neon, so it evens out the Annis banner. Everyone who hated me for getting such good pulls on Annis, you got your revenge. My Neon pulls were ass. 270 is crazy, I know. Well, that's at least a C2 in Genshin. I have my pity. I have ways to max limit break her, it's just not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be rather painful. Well, that could have gone better. So we're gonna wrap it up here, continue that off next week. We're gonna be doing the second part of Chapter 46 next week, as well as the Star Annis event. In terms of everything else that's happening, I'm being dragged into something Thursday, so that's probably gonna be Monday, Tuesday, unless something else happens. Then Friday we're gonna be doing a different game. Most likely continue one of our other playthroughs. A lot of NIKKE to go through. And funny thing here, look who's alive. Dima's still alive. Why is he still alive? Let me pull up my browser. One of the rare times we get to raid into him. Oh, he's been live longer than me. He's playing Persona 5 right now. While that's loading, hopefully everyone has a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Take care of yourselves. Appreciate everyone that stopped by, especially lurkers. I will be back next week on Monday at the usual time, probably at 8 PM PTD, continuing NIKKE. For those who don't know what happened at the start of the stream, my polls were ass. They were complete ass. The world has corrected itself. All the luck I had last time, it evened out. That's all you need to know. Demon has been live for 6 hours. Let's raid into him. He is currently looking at Futaba. I am not surprised in the slightest. Let's start that up. Okay, go see ya? Yeah, see ya. So we're gonna be raiding into Dima in 10. So hope you have a great day tomorrow. Hopefully everyone has a good day, weekend, week, whatever, until the next time I see y'all. Y'all got head pats. Y'all get head pats and hugs. Y'all are doing good. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're up to, hopefully it goes well. You're all doing good. So see y'all on Monday. Until then, rating in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bye bye.